Morning. Morning, boys. Go live real quick. What we saying, boys? What we saying? Fuck's sake. What we saying? Morning, boys. I'm new from your channel from Skegness. Got a feeling you're not new to the channel. What you saying, Eugene? What you saying, Casual Me? What you saying, Adars? I'm new to your channel from India. Big up, bro. What you saying, Will? What we saying, boys? What we saying? Let me let a few more people get in here. Let me know who's here, boys. Say yo if you're here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Dum 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 dee dum dum dum. What we saying, boys? Let me know what we're looking at. A few people have already said they've got a different bias to me. So, yeah, let me know what you lot are looking at. Let me know what you lot are seeing in this market. And I'll let you know what I'm seeing in this market. Dum, dum, dee, dum, dum, dum. Yeah, let me know what we're saying, boys. Let me know what we're saying. We'll let a few more people get in here. The market's looking lovely today, though. And even if we distribute lower, there should still be entries to be had off the DTO. But yeah, chat, let me know. How's everyone's... what is everyone's bias? Yo, bro, do you remember me? Yeah, bro. EU long, same trade as Mace. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm looking at EU longs, obviously. There should still be entries, chap. Even when we take this Asia high, the DTO is right here, so we should really have a pullback to the DTO, and we might be actually able to get in again here. So let's see. Let's wait and see. But yeah, chat, let me know who's in here. Morning, everyone on TikTok. What we saying? EU long, same as Mace, Fez. Yo, GU continuation short, right? I'm looking at longs personally, bro. What are you saying, Kims? Yeah, I'm personally looking at longs on this. I'm looking at longs. I'm looking at longs, boys. Yeah, morning, Casual Me. Morning, Eugene. What you saying, bro? Morning, Aldaz. Morning, Deep Focus. Will Lister. What you saying? Morning, Russ. Morning, Cozy. Womble. Daniel. JJ. Henry. Drift King. Nicola. Daniel. Raging Pips. What you saying? Wicker Man. Drift King. Nico. Casual. Craigo. Lord. What you saying? Cameron. What you saying? Brian. What you saying? Everyone chat, let me know if you're in here. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Welcome to the channel, boys. Welcome to the live. Who's here on TikTok, boys? Who's here on Tiki? Appreciate the likes, Princess. Like for Princess. I really hate saying that name because I call you Princess and it sounds really cringe. For those that can't see the TikTok. Hey mate, have a good session. Appreciate you, Cozy. Appreciate you, brother. Do you think we could aim for Friday 50 on EU? Yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely. Realistically, this is a continuation trade. So continuing with the trend. So really we'd expect price to continue all the way up to here, really. The prior day high. You can see, essentially we are in an uptrend right now. We've had a bit of manipulation, so you can see we've got a low, high, low, high. So we are in a bullish range currently. We've actually swept out this previous low, which is the prior day low, and then tapped into this order block. So I do think now we should really be trading up into this external high. So hopefully we can have some good price action today, boys. We are kind of stalling around this DTO level. But yeah, chat, let me know if you lot are looking at anything else. But that's basically my idea, what I'm looking at in these markets. But what we saying, boys? Everyone drop a like on the stream. I think the live view count is bugging. I don't really know how many men are in here. What you saying, Mace? What you saying, Rage and Pips? What you saying, Vishnu? What you saying, Troy? Jed? What you saying, boys? I was hoping for a sweep of Friday low before reacting back up to the 4-hour FVG. Yeah, we did have a sweep of Wednesday's low. It wasn't the prior day low, but this was the more important low that I was looking at. You can see we swept Wednesday's high, then came and swept Wednesday's low late last night. And for me, that was my main manipulation. So I think this is my really accumulation phase here, manipulation phase here, and then hopefully our distribution phase now. It is likely that we do get distributions on Friday as well, so bear that in mind, chat. Bear that in mind. But yeah, let's see if we can break past this. We should be able to at this point pretty easily. So let's see. It'll be a nice, really nice end to the week, this one. Really nice end to the week. I think EU Long's a good personally. I didn't take it because we have a massive trend line below, but overall really good trade. Fair play, bro. I mean, yeah, this is just a typical ALG trade for us. As we said, boys, remember, chat, this is what you're saying. You're going to start realising when you join my lives is I trade these same two strategies every single fucking day. And I become like a broken record when talking about them. First of all, we have a higher time frame bias. For example, ours was bullish, right? Once we're bullish, we look at our two entries, ALG buys and DTO buys. So the ALG buys, we obviously wait for a sweep of Asia low, get into the buys. And DTO is a move away from the DTO, retest, and then get into buys. So really, if we're looking at the chart now, you can see we had a sweep of Asia low. So that would be your first entry for us right here. And then also we have our DTO here, our daily trope in here. So if we can move away from it quite decently, we should be able to pull back into it, get another entry, and then continue like that. So we've already had our first entry, like that. And now we're just waiting for our next one. If we could possibly get that, that would be really, really nice. But yeah, boys, that's basically what I'm looking at. Does look like at this point this order block's going to fail, and we are going to hit the Asia high, which will be TP hit, which will be lovely, which will be a lovely, lovely end to the week, to say the least. To say in the least. Oh, what's this I've just seen? Former Arsenal goalkeeper died in car crash. Yeah, chat. Where are you from, bro? Country, city. I am from London, brother. London, UK. EU inverted 1 hour. FVG should go up now. 1 hour inverted as well, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what specific level you're talking about. We do have this order block on the hourly, though, that we're reacting off of. Nice. Nice. Right, we're just waiting a tiny little bit more for you, boys. Tiny little bit more. Then EU's looking good. But what we saying, chat? ALG goated this morning, proved it. Yeah, for real. For real, man. It's as simple as, boys, like, I'm going to be saying this on the London session till I'm blue in the face. It's as simple as having a higher time frame bias, And then once you've got your higher time frame bias, you either enter the ALG or the DTO. It's as simple as that. It's what I use every single day. If you just use this every day, you'd literally be profitable. All you got to do is don't be lazy and actually learn about the higher time frame bias, how to find it. Don't be lazy, learn the ALG. Don't be lazy, learn the DTO. You literally got to learn 3 things: higher time frame bias, ALG, and DTO. It's the only 3 things I really use in order to fucking trade. Getting a bit of a rejection here. Everyone drop a like on this stream, boys. Let's get 50 likes on this stream real quick. What's your bias on EU and GU? Bullish, bro. Personally, be bullish. Also, if you're looking at the POI, we've got this 4-hour order block that we tapped it, or 2-hour, I think I used, yeah. Got this 2-hour order block we tapped into. So we swept this low. Tapped into the order block. So really we're looking, as I said, to continue that trend higher. I actually haven't checked JPYs all morning, so let me know what JPYs are saying. Are we seeing any SMT here, boys? Not quite. GU might actually have an entry soon, to be fair. Let me try and make one for GU. Who's noticed they changed the long and short little drawing? Has anyone noticed that? Let me show you, man, what I mean. It's this now. There's that little L and S in it. And there's actually my initials as well, which is... Just realised that. That's pretty... I don't know, pretty gangster. But yeah, you could really... It's just in terms of a target, where do we want to target? I'll target here really the last real high from the New York session. The last high the New York session made. So that should really be the first. Even if we are to move lower, we should really manipulate that high before going lower. So I think it's a good place to have the TP. Because it means whether we go up or whether we go lower, you're still going to hit TP. So yeah, that's what I'll be looking at for an entry on this. Very simple, boys. Just a sweep of the Asia low and then a confirmation. Nothing too crazy at all. Looking for continuations to short GU. Yeah, I'm personally looking at longs, bro. Detail needs to pull through here. Who's looking at sales, chat? Yo, chat, drop a... Yo, what you saying, Joe? Yo, boys, if you're looking at longs, drop a 1 in the chat. If you're looking at sales, drop a 2 in the chat. 1 for longs, 2 for shorts. Drop it in the chat right now, boys. Gold took liquidity and it's going up. Let's see. We're back into this order block. Swept the Friday low as well. I am mainly interested in EU-GU this morning because they do look the best by far in my opinion. But yeah, we've got that nice CRT now as well. Swept this 4-hour candle low. So we want to really trade up into the 4-hour candle high at this point. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking for buyers on gold. We have just filled this fair value gap here as well. So yeah, I'd look to really be going for buyers like this. Have your stop loss a little bit safer. Something like that is what I'll be looking for. You can really piss about the entry a little bit if you want. Maybe just place it on that order block for better RR. Then you can open your stop loss a little bit more. Something like that, really. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. Let's get 100 man in this YouTube stream real quick. I don't know how we're only on 80, boys. Everyone drop a like. We'll get everyone in here. Personally think it will retest the bullish order block again. What makes you think that, bro? Yo, everyone comment your bias. We've got one short, short, long, long, short, short, long, neutral. What do you mean neutral, bro? I really always have a higher time frame bias. Even if it's a weak one, you always want to have a higher time frame bias. Yeah, I'm looking for buyers on gold. Caught a tenner on gold yesterday, but didn't take it because I was in G already. Fair play. Personally waiting for a liquidity sweep for the 15-minute above the DTO and a possible reaction on the 30-minute order block. What, this order block? Wait. Wouldn't you want to hold EU, bro? Yeah, defo. I'll defo be holding EU. Do you like that daily CRT on EUGU? Oh, this is a tune. I haven't heard this tune in ages. Sorry. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Oh. Yeah. Run away. Run away. Oh, mate, what a tune. Who's that? Is that Miley Cyrus? Or Tate McRae? Well, Tate McRae. Just realised that. It's fucking jokes. Yeah, sometimes I don't really like these candles so much for CRT, boys. I'll tell you why. I don't hate it, but what I don't like is when we're taking highs and we're taking lows. So sometimes you just get a really expansive candle and it's an indecision candle and it'll give you bearish CRT here. So it would say we want to trade into this low. And then it'd give you bullish CRT here. But then as it's already expanded so much, it's already completed it. So you're getting like opposite sides of the CRT. I don't really massively like the CRT sells, but it's just when you get these big candles, when you've got a wick either side, it's just not really what we'd want to see. Remember, we want to see a sweep and then a close and then something to actually trade down into. We haven't really seen a sweep and then a close. We've more just seen a sweep, an expansion down, and then a retracement. So I don't really love it, to be fair. If this candle, for example, let me show you what I'd actually properly be looking for. If that candle rather looked like this, holy drawing. Yeah, if it looked like that, then I'd then be looking to actually buy. Oh, sorry, actually looking to sell. But where it already wicked all the way down here, it's like how much really is there selling pressure left to come in? So yeah. Oh man, this is such a good playlist, bro. Well, let me spell his name correctly. Weekend with Ariana Grande was live is good. Oh yeah, sick. Time frame. This is the 15-minute, brother. Weekend. Wow. Just scroll up. He's put weekend in the chat about 55 times. Not the typical candle of 3 CRT pattern. What about the big candle to the left? Do you mean this one? Yeah, I'm not really favouring sells in this market, to be honest, bro. I do see what you're saying. It's not awful. It's definitely something I'd consider. It's definitely something I'd consider. We swept this low, so we should really trade into this according to CRT. But you got to think, we don't want to trade it just purely like a candle pattern. We actually do want to sort of have a kind of bias with it. And if we're in a heavy downtrend, then we really want to be looking for bearish CRTs. But it's definitely something to take into account. It wouldn't change my bias, but it's definitely something to consider, bro, for sure. Right, you just need to continue a tiny bit more if you're in bias, boys. Drop a dub in the chat right now. GU almost ready, boys. Aren't you looking at sells on GU, bro? EU yesterday is outside today. It can be a signal to change a trend. Speaking of signals, we have already had a dub, by the way, boys, on EU in the signals this morning from the DTO. So remember the strategy we look for. Let me quickly show you this signal, which was sent into our signal chat, boys. So the entry was, well, let me show you when it was sent in. It was sent in at basically 1 minute. Basically here, wait. So 58. So it was sent here. Stop loss was 854. And then TP was the Asia low, I do believe. Yeah, TP was there. So we have already had that trade sent into the signals this morning, which is nice. That's the DTO sell down, then the ALG buy back up. So I'm trying to tell you, chat, if you're trading off, if you're using the DTO levels and the ALG levels, you're going to fucking cook these markets, boys. Like, it's a lovely, lovely trade right there. Lovely trade. A lot of people looking for sells on EUGU. GU possible sells, 15-minute liquidity sweep, possible reaction from the 30-minute DTO and a reaction. I'm holding EU to Friday 50%. What do you think? I rate that, bro. I rate that, Ralph. Yeah, GU possible sells, 15-minute liquidity sweep. Let's have a look. Liquidity sweep. See, I don't really see why people are seeing sells. I'm seeing just a sweep of this low, the Friday low. Swept the Friday low, swept the Asia low. And then we've had this nice distribution away in line with EU and DXY. So I just want a pull back into here and then continuations for longs. Oh, mate, I might have to turn this playlist off. The songs are too good. It's like distracting me from the live. Hang on. Aura Pump. Bit of a blue balls there. I don't think this is actually, I can't remember who sings this, but I think this is like a cover. I really hate that, chat. Who else hates that? You know when you're listening to a song and it's a cover and it's like, bro, it just doesn't sound right. It's like putting your shoe on the wrong foot. Like wearing your left on your right and your right on the left. Like, why am I hearing a random person singing a fucking song? Pair, this is GU, bro. It says in the bottom right. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people trying to sell. Boys, drop a like on the stream. I'm going to go... Drop a like on the stream. I'm going to show you how to not get cooked in this market. We're already up. Nice. This is our third trade of the week. You man know we had nothing yesterday. We had a sell here. It wasn't 3R. It was like 2.5R. 2.5R win on Wednesday. We had a 1R loss on Monday. So we're up 1.5 already. And then we got this one, obviously, which we're floating in, which will be another 2%. So if we can hit this, then that'll be 3% on the week, and that'll be a beautiful week closed off. So let's just wait for this to come through. But yeah, boys, London session has been absolutely cooking, boys. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm even thinking about we ages ago, I wanted to start up like a hedge fund. Not ages ago, but I was kind of considering it. Boys, the fucking amount I've been cooking the London session recently is making me think to actually give that idea a proper go. Woke up, Mr. EU and GU need to stop smoking. Yeah, bro, you massively do need to stop smoking. What you got to think, T Unknown, is me and Mace actually stopped smoking. I actually stopped smoking. So if I'm already a profitable trader, and then I don't smoke as well, think of how much I'm going to absolutely cook you in the market. If I'm stopping smoking, then you definitely should stop smoking. Well, if I stopped smoking, then you definitely should have stopped smoking. When I was becoming profitable, I did stop for like a year anyway. Well, like 6 months, a year, something like that, when I was fully locking in. Well, whether it sells or buys, it's a great lesson from this live since I'm back at trading. Lovely casual. But yeah, Tian, no, man, you got to stop that, brother. You got to kick that out. You just got to do it. Stop talking about it. Just do it. Just do it. What you should do over the weekend, Saturday, get absolutely blazed. Sunday, throw away all your stuff. And then Monday's your first, well, Monday will be your second day. We didn't tap the equal of the whole range on GU, so that's why I'm bearish also. A lot of people are bearish, fair enough. I'm personally looking for longs, man. Another tune. Love was a game. Get you out of my brain. We didn't tap the equal of the whole range on GU, so that's why I'm bearish. When you say the equal, oh, the equilibrium. Lose, please explain why GU looks bearish on the 1 hour and EU doesn't. I don't really see it like that, but the reason why you're probably seeing it that way is just if you look at EG yesterday, over the New York session, you can see we had this big rally. And this rally, obviously, on EG means that the euro's getting really strong against the pound. So that's essentially all it is the euro's just stronger than the pound, right? So when the dollar moves up, that means that as the euro's quite strong, as the dollar's moving up, euro sort of holds itself here where it's quite strong. Whereas where GU's weak, the dollar's just bodying it. Hence why the dollar's pushed it all the way down here. Below, you can see, so this is the prior day low. You can see we're well below it on GU. But if we look at EU, not the prior day low, sorry, Wednesday's low. EU's trading above it now. Right? So that's something to consider first of all. But then second of all, is what is interesting is EU swept this Wednesday low, but not the current low. So not the prior day low. Get rid of this. Yeah, so we swept this this Wednesday low here. Obviously, GU didn't sweep that low because it already traded below it yesterday. So instead, we actually swept the prior day low. So we're still seeing nice SMTs on this, as you can see. If I just draw it on for you lot to see. Let me make it. If you look at, let me just make it straight quickly. So you can see we've got that clear SMT. Got that clear SMT, which tells me that that move down was just a liquidity grab. The reason why GU moved down like that is because it needed to take some liquidity, as it had already taken the Wednesday low. So yeah, I'm still bullish on this, boys. If I missed any comments, boy, just bang them in the chat again. Everyone drop a like on this stream right now. Everyone drop a like on this stream right now. We're going to give away some fundeds today as well. Thank you. No worries, Princess. We're going to... I need to stop... By the way, let me just say, guys, her name is Princess. Her name on TikTok is Life of a Princess. So when I say thank you, Princess, I'm not... You understand what I'm saying? Call me Life. Like, yeah, I really need to start doing that. GU's getting that nice move down again. You can see we're getting a bit of a push up now on EG again, which shows that the euro is getting stronger and therefore the pound is getting a little bit weaker. Hence why the pound's having a nice retracement. We've got a lot of these equal lows to clean out now. I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing, how you play it cool. Baby, I ain't playing by your rules. Better with a view. Everything's better with a view. Two six chat. Bro, why the market's edging Asia high? Because Asia's been a bad boy and it's getting edged. That was the weirdest thing I've ever done on live. And then I put them on pause so that can sit with them. That can sit with them on live on the old TikToky. So sex chat. What we saying, chat? Is anyone still in these trades? Is anyone jumping in shorts? Pick up the phone, you know you can always. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, chat. 2 secs. Got the phone. What we saying, chat? Who's in any trades right now? You ain't getting over him. Appreciate the heart. GU is ready for sell. Fair play, jumping in. I'm still in EU holding. It's going to sell. You don't think EU's going to hit Friday 50? I personally see it coming higher, boys. I'll be real. You in those buys? Yes, I am, brother. I am in those buys, brother. Smoke the lungs over the weekend and great lock-in starts Monday morning with the pre-London. Yeah, facts. We didn't, yeah, 100%, bro. That's the move. That's the move. Everyone double tap this screen on TikTok. Everyone double tap this screen. Give it fucking double taps. We're reacting off the DTO on DXY. So yeah, I do think a lot of people are looking to sell from, but either this order block here or essentially just this resistance that we're getting. Yeah, essentially just this resistance. People are trusting that we're not going to break past this. Hopefully this trade's a win, trust me. On my days, this week I actually got cooked. 3 losses. Fuming, bro. What did you take losses on, bro? Though we are out of that first hour in London, no trades until British, but still good for me to take. You jumping in sales now, yeah? Fair play. I'm still looking at buys, bro, personally. No trades until a bullish breaker structure. Well, you waiting for a break of the Asia high? Fairs. Fair play, boys. I lost at GU and EU. Then always just go in my favour after stopping me out. Yeah, bro, I'll be real. The reason you're probably getting stopped out is because you're just focusing on the wrong levels. You've probably got a good actual higher time frame bias and good at reading the charts in terms of where the market's going. But a lot of people have that issue where they know where it's going, but they get stopped out first. So I'd say you need to really focus on the Asia high, the Asia low, and the daily true open. Once you know about those 3 levels, you're always going to know what price is reacting off of. Right now we're below the daily true open, so we are optimal for buys. We don't want to be looking for sells until we're above the daily true open. So if we can trade higher, sweep the Asia higher, then maybe sells look possible. But until then, I'll purely just be looking for buyers, man. I took an L on yesterday. I was in GJ buyers early. Unlucky, bro. Unlucky, brother. I would like to see the DXY take out the present range, then look for shorts on GU. Yeah, you guys are looking for a lot different to me. I'm just looking for this. So we swept the Wednesday high. I'm now looking to trade down into the Wednesday low. We've had this manipulation of the highs. Now I want to see price trade into the low. Again, if we're looking at this as a range, you can see we broke this range to the upside. But then we couldn't really... Let me change this fucking song. These are really good tunes, but it's too, like, confused. It's getting in my head. Prefer these ones. Okay, these are better. Bro, what's up? I'm late. I'm personally looking for DXY sells, therefore EU, GU buys. We're already in this EU one here. We're also trying to get tapped into this GU. And pick up the phone, you know you're free. Yeah, a lot of people are getting in sells on GU. A lot of people are getting on sells. I did want price to come a little bit lower in order to tap me into these buys, but hopefully we can come down again. Yeah, we can see the DXY is just absolutely running. Can this EU close out as well, please? EU is massively edging this Asia high. Massively edging it. Got some CMBT right there. CMBT. Anyone know what CMBT is? Because that is exactly what we're seeing on EU for the Asia high. Yeah, we're looking at buyers though, boy genius. No trades until bullish break. Yeah, fair play. Okay, I think I may have got edged on this GU as well. Hopefully we can come back down. Come on, Dixie. Dixie's running. Fuck. Right, we're not going to get the second entry, I don't think. But at least EU should TP. And you can see we're reacting off this fair value gap there. Come on, EU. How long's he got? He must have like 2 pips left at the max. Yeah, 1.5 pips left. You still closing EU at Asia high? Yeah, bro. We can still look for different entries though, boys. There's definitely going to still be entries. Like I said, if we distribute away from the DTO, we'll look for a pullback back in and then execute there. There should still be more entries. I can see this market taking out these highs. So I do think we need to come a little bit higher than just the Asia high. So if we get that, then I'll be looking to get in. Again, it's just about having a bias. Like I said, have a bias, which is, for me, buys. And then look at either ALG buys or DTO buys, which is where we distribute away from the DTO, come back, and then get our entry. Still edging that high. It's kind of annoying. We literally missed out by that on a fucking... Hopefully we can come back down. Who's in anything right now, chat? Let me know. Do you have a bullish fundamental bias for EU and GU? Yeah, bro. I mean, one thing we got to bear in mind, right, it's something I always say. In terms of the war, if the Iran war, if it gets more intense, then that means EU and GU are going to move down. If it gets less intense, that means EU and GU are going to move up. So essentially, we're looking at the war getting less intense, and therefore price moving up. Bear in mind, there's peace talks ongoing on the weekend. So obviously, people want to position themselves for that. Most likely, they won't come to an agreement. But it's one of those things. is we want to see price at least turn to a return to a decent average, because say over the weekend they do agree a deal, comes out over the weekend that they've agreed a deal, then we're going to see a fucking huge gap to the upside. We're going to see a huge gap up to the upside. So I do think that we're going to likely see people buy in GU and EU today, just to really mitigate risk in case there is a ceasefire agreed. I do think there's going to be a decent amount of buying pressure. Obviously, we've seen a good amount of sells yesterday. Pretty big distribution. On GU specifically, price dropped in this little move down 90 pips. It's not loads, but it's quite significant for one day's price action. So yeah, now I do think people are going to want to buy up just to mitigate in case we do reach some kind of agreement or basically nice ceasefire news or something like that. Been in that short since last night at entry now. Oh, fuming, man. Did it come all the way back up then? EURUSD is really bullish. Mate, it's bear in mind we got so close to getting tagged in on this fucking GU. Really hope we can come back down, man, but it looks like price is running. Holy Edge. Holy Edge. Everyone drop a like on the stream, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, drop a like. Let me know you're here. Let me know why you're in the markets right now. What are you looking for? Buys, sells? Or are you just monitoring? Or are you in a trade? If you're new around here, boys, I trade the London session day in, day out. I've been a profitable trader for about 3-4 years now. I've traded full time on funded accounts predominantly. I trade the London session only. I stream it every single day. And I trade two main strategies. ALG reversal and DTO continuation. The main idea of the ALG reversal is we wait for the Asia low to be swept, and then we look to buy up to the Asia high, which is obviously this trade right here. And then the other way we look to enter is to see a distribution away from the daily true open. Price come back to retest the daily true open. That's where we get in. That's where we get in. And then price is going to continue higher after retapping it. So that's the general idea of the strat, boys, and how I trade. If you are new around here, got stopped out on GU buys early. How early did you try and buy? Oh, did you buy here after a 5-minute inversion? Yeah, we're like 10 pips off entry now, which is kind of jarring. It is common that we do get a big distribution on Friday as well, chat. EURUSD is really bullish. Yeah, I agree, bro, for sure. What do you think about sells on GU from the 15-minute order block at 31400? 31400. No, 35400. Fucking hell. This one here, I'm assuming you're talking about. Do you mean this one? I'm assuming you mean this. Potentially, bro, but I can see us actually returning a little bit higher than that. Just based on the fact where, if we're looking at the prior day 50%. Prior day 50% is up here. So really we'd like to see price come all the way to the prior day 50%. Bear in mind the other prior day 50% from the day before that is, let me draw it on real quick, is here as well. So you can see really right now we are at a discount in price. We are in a discount, so it is going to be optimal to buy until we're back at this 50. As I said, I do think we're going to want to close nearer to this 50% due to the ongoing talks we have over the weekend regarding the ceasefire and stuff like that. So EU still getting edged hard for that Asia high. Jesus. Hopefully GU can come down though. Hopefully we get a nice bit of rejection off the DTO that pushes us back into entry. Did you take that trade on EU? Yeah, bro. My entry was stopped out at New York low. Oh, so you took it away earlier. Oh, what, yesterday basically? Oh, wait. Did you buy? You must have bought over the Asia session then or something. Yeah, boys. Everyone drop a like on the stream. We do have mentorship and signals available, boys. If you are new around here, mentorship, we teach our 2 exact strategies to the T. Over 100 videos and 2 live streams every day with the members. 6 AM to 8 AM and then 12 o'clock to 12:30. Pre-London stream, post-London stream. Pre-London stream breaks down what we're looking for in the London session and basically best to approach it. Post-London stream breaks down what we've just seen in the London session and how you can improve from it. So it is a full-on, all-encompassing London mentorship. You're going to know exactly how to trade the London session. And obviously in the signals, it's just our personal trades, which we send in. You can see this morning we did have an EU short, as you can see there. And then you can see we closed out at the Asia low right there at 7741. Which was basically the Asia low on EU. Holy edge. Hopefully we can come just a little bit into this fair value gap, a tiny bit more into this fair value, and then GU can tap in. And then hope we can get these higher prices now put in. We'll stay up to date on the news on Twitter, just if any news comes through. When are the videos going to be recategorized? I know you was on about it in the previous stream. Oh yeah, I can do that today, bro. I'll be real. We've been recording a lot of content for something else recently. Wait, what's this? Right, let's read this, chat. Let's read the news that's coming out. Pakistan flag tanker Shalmar became the first crude carrier to exit the Persian Gulf via the Strait of Hormuz since the blockade began on Monday. All right, so we have got things actually leaving the Gulf. What we need now, what we really could do without with these buyers is Iran deciding to shoot one of them down. If Iran or America decide to shoot one of them down, then this market is going to absolutely dump. Alright, so we've got to hope these tankers drive in, get their oil, and fuck off out of the strait. That's what we need to hope for. Because if they shoot any tankers down, boys, this price is going through your ass. So make sure, boys, you're locked in. Do you think GU is trying to induce bears? I do, bro. Especially EU as well. I mean, the amount of resistance we've got on EU is crazy. Like, look at these equal highs we've got all up here. The amount of stop losses that must be placed over here is quite frankly a joke. Okay, there we go. Lovely. TP hit. Boom. Boom. Lovely stuff, boys. Lovely stuff. Great Friday there, boys. Absolutely lovely Friday. Let's go. All right, nice. TP hit on EU, boys. TP hit on EU. Now we're going to be coming higher and sweeping all of these highs. Bear in mind, boys, as we said, we are looking for entries if we can come back to the DTO. So I'm still going to have eyes on for that. I'm just looking at price action right now and what we're actually mitigating. So we mitigated this order block, then moved higher. Then we mitigated this order block. This order block, moved higher. This order block, then moved higher. We filled this fair value gap, moved higher. This order block, moved higher. This fair value gap, and then moved higher. Which means the last real bit of unmitigated price action is this 2-minute order block here. This order block here is the last thing that hasn't been mitigated yet. Alright, nice. We hit TP on EU. It's really annoying that we couldn't get in GU as well. That would have been fucking beautiful to round off the day. But that's 2% on the day, boys, which is fucking beautiful. EU. Yeah, that was EU, bro. 2% on the day, which is beautiful. Yeah, the dollar's just had a fucking huge dump again. Really do still want to get tapped in on GU. If we can return back to the DTO. That would be lovely. In terms of a target, I would aim for the Friday 50% on EU re-entries. So this is basically what I'll be looking for in EU. That is what I'm going to be looking for in EU. You can see we've taken out all of this resistance now, which is beautiful. Sweeps out all of those sellers. All of those sellers have been manipulated with one big old candle. Beautiful to see. Too bad that EU long was in signals. It's because we already had an EU short, bro. We already had an EU short like 10 seconds before. We had the EU short like literally as we was trading into it, so. Oh, mate. Nice, though. Really nice, clean price action. Dollar selling off beautifully, man. Oh, no, we're not going to get tapped into anything else, are we? Price is just going to run. Price is just going to run, isn't it, chat? Alright, so at least we got the first entry, though. So, knowing we couldn't get the GU as well, but there we go. Clean win on EU, 3.9%. Was there news? This looks a little extra. Now, there was no news, bro. There was no news. If you look on the 1 minute, it was just 3 pretty decently big candles. It wasn't anything insane. A unit tasked with scrutinising Anthropic's new elite hacking AI model lacks access. Okay. That's something to do with AI. Do you use fundamentals of macroeconomics? Yes, bro. That's got to be some sort of news, surely. And the only news that's really come out recently was about the tanker, the oil tanker in Pakistan that successfully passed through. That did come out 5 minutes ago, so at 40. So really, this is the news since then. So yeah, this is the news about the basically about the first ship leaving the strait or entering the strait. Which, as I said, if tensions increase, then this means that GU is going to go down. GU and EU is going to go down. If tensions ease, that means this is going to go up. What we saw was the tanker actually passing through the strait, which shows that we're starting to get along a little bit. I mean, it was a Pakistan tanker, so it's not really unexpected, but just shows that the ship didn't get shot down or anything, or the US didn't blockade it or anything, so hence why price had a bit of a violent rally to the upside. But I don't think this was too much news-led. I think this was kind of expected. Oh, we are coming down a little bit now. Gold longs are looking good. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, them gold longs did tap him. Nice. Nice. Yeah, who's holding gold longs? They've tapped in nicely. I do think we should really at least trade up to the Asia high now. And then ideally, the CRT high on the 4 hour. See, we've got a clean sweep of the candle low. So now we should really trade into the candle high. Simple as that, really. Yeah, I think this GU is pretty gone now. It's 13 pips off, which is pretty big way away. AU's about 6 pips away. Probably have your stop loss below this just for the sake of it, to be fair. Just trying to catch that next extension higher, boys. Not looking Not looking sells until the next order block. Yeah, man. I was saying in the chat, boys, I'm looking at buyers. A lot of people was looking at sells. Fair play. You go against me, you get cooked. No, I'm joking. But, yeah, we're always looking at buyers all morning, really. I started trading on the higher time frames. Way better for me. Yeah, man. You always got to have a higher time frame bias trades. Can you explain it? Explain what, bro? Just pass my account off these longs. Love no limit, Joe. Lovely, bro. Lovely, bro. Rage bait. Wait, what do you mean? Do you understand monetary policy? Yeah, bro. Which number on the long short position tool and trader view do you use for pip size calculating for lot size? Well, 4 pips, this number at the bottom. 4 pips, stop loss. So you do 4 pips. See the weirdest news article. Still hoping for another pullback, boys. Another pullback will be lovely. Another pullback will be lovely. We can start looking at the OTE now as well, realistically. We've had a proper distribution away. Yeah, this shit's just dumping. This shit's absolutely dumping. Lou, I finally bought an ACG account. Use Richesse code WMH. W, man. Are you going to get that started on Monday? Or are you going to use it today? Really nice day, though. Today's been the nicest day this week, in my opinion, in terms of how clean the entries were. Two secs, chat. Two secs. Right, it's Friday. Put on the Crown Love Rhythm we mash up. The what? The Crown Love Rhythm. Fuck's this? Right, I'll be right. I can't really listen to that while I'm trading. How do you incorporate monetary policy into your trading? Bro, I'll be real. Just literally just go on ChatGPT and ask it ask it to explain monetary policy to you like you're 10 years old. And then yeah, it's not something you can use on a day-to-day basis, but it's more just something you're going to use for the higher time frame and having a bias and a narrative over the course of like a month. But to be honest, I don't really use it massively in my trading anyway, so I wouldn't want to tell you how to incorporate it specifically into entries. It's It's one of those things you kind of just want to be on top of, just so you understand the overall outlook. But it's not like it's going to get you into a trade or anything like that. Long in gold at 8.4 at break even. You think I can hold 0.1 lot in a 10k account? Yeah, bro. And as I said, I am bullish on gold. And I would hold at least to the age of high. If you're in this, you want to really at least make it worth it. You want to hold to the age of high at the bare minimum. Or it's just not really worth getting in. Would be really nice if we could have some sort of a retracement. You can see that reaction off the DTO just before we moved those. Absolutely perfect, chat. What do we say about the DTO, man? Move away, pull back, then enter. See, that's the sort of the thing we're trying to capitalise on EU-GU. Was the pull away, return to DTO, and then entry. But we just didn't get the return on GU or an EU just yet. I didn't see the Pakistan news on Forex Factory. Nah, it won't be on Forex Factory, bro. I saw it on First Squawk, which is a news. It's just a news account on Twitter. Nice job, appreciate you, bro. IMF warns of EU recession amid Middle East conflict. Did you enter the GU? Yeah, it didn't tap in though, bro, unfortunately. It didn't tap in. Morning, Lou. I'm long in EU. The entry I posted in the Discord chat. Thank you for these lives. No worries, bro. Yeah, EU lives are cooking, boys. EU lives are cooking right now. EU lives, I mean, EU longs are cooking right now. EU lives are cooking right now. Right, we're hoping for a bit of a retracement. Hoping for a bit of a retracement. I want sales but got stopped out. Fuming. What we saying though, chat? Everyone double tap the screen, right? We're actually on the FYP. I want sales and got stopped out. Yeah, man, I was looking for buyers. Prado 50 being edged. To be fair, we are a fair bit away on G. Oh, wait, on EU, I'm assuming you're talking about. Yeah, nice. I do think we'll run higher. Yeah, I mean, we're absolutely running, boys. Absolutely running, man. These buys were so clear, so obvious. So clear and obvious, it's almost a joke. Let me double check I didn't get tapped in on the GU longs. I'm 90% sure I didn't though. I mean, we did come a fair, it wasn't that close to entry. It was, but like, yeah, like half a pip off entry. Let's see if I got tapped in. Yeah, no, didn't tap in, unfortunately. Came like ridiculously close though. Two six. TP hit, 2% recovered. Lovely. Was that on EU? Yeah, Friday 50 has been hit. Still, oh mate, I really do want to price or a trace. That would be lovely if we can. We might as well over extend the TP now. If you go on the 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour. It's not the biggest range in the world really at all. This is only 12 pips. It's not really a lot. We really do want a retracement now though. We've had that little extension. Let's have a little bit of a pullback and then let's have the next phase of buying come through. I am trader, join me. Alright, boys. Nice 50-minute FVG just been created. Could see price target that for a better move up. Yeah. I mean, I personally want to return all the way back down here in order to make it worth it to get back in. It's going to be hard though because the DXY is just so weak right now. You really wanted to get in up here when price was wicking about. Now it's just running. Everyone's going to try and join the move. So it's going to be a lot difficult now than earlier when we was wicking back up and actually tapping into things. You can see we've got multiple chances to enter. There. Almost a little bit there. And now price is just free falling. Now price is just absolutely dumping. I am the market maker, Fairs. I do want to see a little bit of a retracement. How come we decided to buy and not sell since we're up in the premium range on a higher time frame? Because we're in a bullish trend, so it's normal that we're going to be in a higher in a bullish range. We are just in a clear, very strong uptrend. So obviously, if you're in an uptrend, you do want to look to buy. I saw on the 2 hour, we manipulated this low here. Took out this low whilst tapping into our order block. So therefore, we are looking for buys up to here. We're hoping for price to retrace a little bit first. Right, chat. Everyone on TikTok, double tap the screen. Give me a sec. Everyone double tap the screen on TikTok. Right, let's have a little bit of a retracement. Let's get this out a little bit out of the way now. Let's see if we retrace, boys. Details in the middle of the 15-minute inversion. Wait, do you mean the 15-minute normal fair value gap? Or do you mean... Yeah, I'm assuming you mean on GU, the normal fair value gap. Yeah, I'm still looking at buys, boys. I do still think this market will trade higher, so there are going to be entries. Where did you put your highs? Because I put mine on that 15 min. Your highs? What do you mean, where did I put my highs? Where did you put your highs to? Order block. I don't have any bearish order block, bro. I don't have any bearish order block in this range. I'm looking for this range to be disrespected. Price to just trade all the way above it and take all of this liquidity out. You take EU, yeah, bro. I meant your TP. Oh, yeah, that 15-minute high here, really, bro. So the most recent high from the New York session. This one here. So I'll be looking to close out of that. Because even if we want to take this liquidity and move down, it will mean that we've still won the trade. So we're basically covering ourselves. Could aim for a bit more, but it's just a bit more risk if you aim for more. So I think that's the right point. Thoughts on GPNZD, please, bud. Happy Friday. GBPNZD. Let's have a look. Happy Friday as well, Nick. Just consolidating like mad, bro. I wouldn't even be looking to trade it right now. You can see we've been moving sideways for like the last 3 days. Yeah, completely moving sideways. I wouldn't even be looking to trade it. I mean, the overall trend is bearish, so if I was looking for anything, I would be looking for sells. Where's the DTO at? DTO's here. So I do want to see, well, what I'd want to see really is price react off the trade up to the DTO and then give us a reaction for a sell. It does look like it may not want to return. We have just filled this fair value gap, so we probably are just going to continue down from here. But yeah, either way, I'll be looking for sells, bro. I'll be looking for sells on GBPNZD. Right, hopefully we can actually see price make a decent retracement. Got this area here. Right, yeah, so this is the entry that I'm looking at. I was thinking ALG for GN is all, thanks. Yeah, fair play, bro. Fair play. What the hell, bro? Dangerous activities. Live restricted. Wait, why do my live streams keep getting restricted, boys? If it's not for monotone talking, it's for re-recorded content. If it's not for re-recorded content, it's for dangerous challenges. It's like, bro, I'm literally not doing any of that. I'm just sitting here trying to trade on TikTok. This live could result in serious injuries or health effects. It couldn't, chat. Like, they've got the warning wrong. I've literally not done anything. Appreciate the likes, boys. Been in the mentorship for a month now. Bro, happy I joined. Been learning a lot more. Lovely, bro. Lovely to hear that, man. Lovely to hear that. I mean, it's very simple, boys. Once you have a decent high time frame bias, ALG and DTO is going to make you money. It's as simple as that. The simplest strategies, as soon as you've got a bias, wait for your Asia low to be swept, get in buyers. Or alternatively, wait for price to move away from the DTO, return, and then get in buyers there. So there's always two ways you can be getting in these markets. Again, on EU, you can see it perfectly. You Asia low sweep, and then you want to look at buyers. And then after that, you want to see price come back to the DTO, and then give you buyers again. Bro, I don't get how I've got a restriction, bro. Why am I? That looks like a support and resistance entry on EU. You've been a retest of that resistance. I suppose it could be. Could be. Thoughts on a re-entry at GTO, at GU DTO, missed ALG entry by 3 pips. Yeah, I definitely think we could return to the DTO. Bear in mind that 15-minute is bang in line with it, so we do ideally want to see price return to the DTO and then continue higher. So that would be a decent entry if you are looking to get in on the 50%. Can we use our own country DTO? Now, we use New York DTO, bro. New York is the correct DTO level. I know how to trade the London session though, through Yulu. All thanks to you, brother. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man, we're here every day trading the London session, boys. Profitable way more weeks than we're not, boys. Lovely week this week, about 3% up, which is nice. Yeah, we should really get re-entries, boys. We should get re-entries. All we need is the DXY to push up a little bit to this 15-minute. And there will be re-entry opportunities. I do think that we are going to continue down more on the dollar. I do think the dollar is eventually going to distribute through this whole range. We do get it a lot where liquidity builds for the whole of the week. So really you'd say this liquidity here. So this whole range. And then Friday just sweeps it all in one move. That is something we see quite a bit. So I'm still expecting entries. Eight pips away on EU. 15 from there. Alright, let's try to get this entry. We are retracing nicely. AG's chilled out a little bit now as well, so we can see the euro and the pound are kind of at a stable point. They're both sort of just as strong and weak as each other. I mean, you'd still say the euro probably is a little bit stronger, but there's not like a massive difference right now, which is really what we want. Right, nice. Does look like we could be coming down to this entry, boys. Alright, cool. Everyone double tap the screen on TikTok, boys. Drop a like if you're watching on the YouTube stream. Let's get this next entry. Let's get this next entry come through. Any more news? Iran? Oh no, that didn't say Iran. Bitcoin remains stable as Trump indicates a US-Iran agreement, possible rise to 80k. Alright, nice. We're probably getting a retracement now. It's a nice candle. Alright, we're moving nice right now, boys. Moving nice right now. What are you saying, RFX? Waiting for the exact same setup, bro. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, we're coming down nicely. We're about halfway in this retracement, so we only need it to come down a few pips more, about 5 pips? Yeah, 6 pips. And we'll be looking to get in. Lovely, boys. Look at this. Signal trade 3.1%. Pre-London trade 3.8%. Oh, little discount codes being dropped. Lovely. Alright, cool. So yeah, chat. So this is, obviously we do have mentorship and we do have signals as well. And you can see in the mentorship, so every morning, boys, in the mentorship, we trade the London session. And we start trading that at 7 a.m. And we are live in the Discord with all of our members at 6:30 all the way through to 8 o'clock. So we're live for an hour and a half, breaking down exactly what we're looking for the London session. And that is in the mentorship, boys. And as you can see, we was looking for buyers on the pre-London, our pre-London stream of our members. That was the exact trade we was looking at. And you can see it come through to the absolute T. It was a beautiful entry. And we also have a signal group, and there's been one signal sent today. You can see that was the signal sent, plus 3.1%. So a lovely sell there for the signals and a lovely dub for the mentorship. So if you're trying to get an either, boys, there's 3 discount codes for mentoring, 3 for signals. So if you're trying to get an either, join the Discord right now and DM him signals or DM him mentorship, and he's going to get you in there, boys. Appreciate the follows, boys. And he's going to get you in there straight away. Bear in mind, we've had 1 signal sent all week, and it has been, well, not 1 signal, actually. 2 signals, 2 dubs this week. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 2 signals, 2 dubs. Either way, boys, lovely 3%. So, if you're in the signals and the mentorship, boys, you would have made fucking, like, 7% today. That's purely from copying. That's not even through learning. But, yeah, if you are trying to get in the signals or mentorship, you can see pre-London, especially if you are trying to learn how to trade the London session, even if you didn't copy the trade from the mentorship live, even at just having us there saying, I'm looking for buyers and I'm looking from this fair value gap, you got a lot more chance of catching it yourself. Lou, check the pre-London pictures. Oh my fucking god, really? How does AI even let you make that? How does AI How does AI let you make that? What the hell? Oh my days, bro. I don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that. Look at Stu. The Stu one's jokes. Okay. Yo, who's making these? I really do not like these. I really do not like these pictures. Chat, I don't even want to show you, man. Really, bro? Okay, I'm going to show you lot quickly. Whoever's making these pictures, can you please stop? Why is my makeup kind of good, though? At least I've done it well. Oh my god, you got Mace as well. Boys, how are they letting you make these? What the hell? Bruv, some of these, what the... Alright. That's crazy work. AI's officially gone too far at this point. Chat, don't make AI pictures of me like that. There's no need. I'm not even going to show the other one. I don't even know why you'd even make that. The fact whoever's made that bottom one, nick of time. The fact you've actually typed that into the chat. You've typed it into the chat to put me with makeup, and then I'm not even going to say what you've put on for the next one. I'm not even going to say what you put for the next one. You just blatantly... I mean, that's borderline. I'm not even going to show it on the live. That is horrendous. But yeah, boys, 50% off mentorship, 50% off signals right now. If you are trying to get in the mentorship, 50% off. Signals also 50% off. Mentorship is normally £50, and we are currently running it for $25. So you can get in the mentorship for $25, boys. Bear in mind, that is our entire fucking course, which is hard to believe. But this is all of these videos. All the videos on market structure, liquidity, POIs, confluences, strategies, psychology, fundamentals, trading in practice. And as I said, it's all really, and obviously, of course, our pre-London stream at 6 to 8 and our post-London stream at 12 to 1. So yeah, boys. And it's all really based around the higher time frame, teaching you how to have a higher time frame bias, and then teaching you these two strategies. So exactly what we do. We have a higher time frame bias, which is bullish. And once we've discovered we're bullish, we either look for ALG buys, sweep with the age low and buy, or we look for DTO buys. So all of those 100 videos and 2 daily live streams is all based around teaching you the higher time frame bias and then just executing one of these. And that is all you need, boys. And as I said, normally $50, and right now it's $25. So it's genuinely like the it's genuinely can I use all 3 for 90? It's not actually a bad idea, to be fair, bro. That's not a bad idea. But yeah, you can get all that for $25, boys. Which, bear in mind, that is literally like 50p a day or something. 50p a day, and you're getting 2 full-on live streams with me. 1 in the morning, 1 later on. As I said, you man see the way I trade. You see I'm a profitable trader. You see I win. So you get to see me before the market and after the market. And also my strategies and full videos, over 100 videos teaching you this shit. For literally less than 50p a day. If you're not getting in that for the code, boys, like, you're just actually brain dead. It's a 50% off code. Like, you can get it for less than 50% a day. And then the signals are normally $200. Obviously, with that 50% off, you get it for $100. Which means you get the exact same trades that I place on a day-to-day basis, as well as a few other traders, at basically a massive discount. So you're actually getting $100 off, which is naughty. If you do want to join Lifetime, boys, you can join Lifetime Mentorship or Lifetime Signals. And whoever does that, with the 50% off, I'm also going to be giving you a free 25k funded account with Alpha Capital Group, a challenge account, to get you started off in the best way. How much signals only? With the discount, it's $100, bro. $100. What I would recommend for the signals is join for your first month, get your funded account passed, or get your, depending on if you're trading on a funded or a personal account, join for 1 month with that discount, so you get $100 off, and you can get in there for $100 only. And then just copy the trade for a month, see how it goes, and then obviously if you've passed an account or you've got a payout, stay on for the next month. If not, then just leave. But as you can see, boys, I can show you the results here, but this is the signal trade right there, and this is what you can be expecting when you get in there. By the way, chat, we do have a WhatsApp group as well, so you would have got a text to your phone as soon as this trade was sent in, so you haven't even got to be on the Discord at the time. But you can see EU short with the entry, stop loss, TP, everything like that. And then you can see closed out here. Updating you as we go as well. But yeah, lovely day in the signals for sure. But yeah, 50% off the signals, 50% off the mentorship. Only 3 of each, boys. So once it's gone, it is gone. So if you want to get that, boys, then go to the Discord right now. Links in my TikTok bio or my YouTube bio. And just go to the announcement where that was sent, the announcement page, and just send Mace a DM. If you want to join the signals, DM him and say signals. If you want to join the mentorship, DM him mentorship. What's that for $25? The mentorship, bro. Mentorship, we're doing 50% off. Just because we've had such a beautiful day. We've had a 4% trade in the pre-London mentorship stream. This is that long there. And we've also had a 3% trade in the signal. So just a great week in general. So yeah, boys, we are looking to get a few of you boys in for 50% off. As I said, the mentorship's normally $50. It's now $25. That is with every single video that we have. Teaching you the London session. So market structure, breaker structure, OTS, pre-break, trading ranges, higher and lower time frame. Liquidity, you got liquidity masterclass, accumulation, internal, external, time-based liquidity and equilibriums. What is CRT? CRT on the daily and hourly. CRT on the 4-hour. CRT case study with timing. CRT higher time frame simplicity. Quarterly theory. Order blocks, IFEGs, FEGs, breakaway gaps, mitigation, AMD, day and weekly, indexes, OTE, momentum, law of effort, IFEG, higher time frame bias, daily bias, volume breakdown. ALG model, IFEG with ALG, Asia liquidity and POIs, DTO strategy 1.0, DTO strategy recap. This is, by the way, 32 separate videos, 32 case studies on the strategy itself. So once you watch those 32 case studies of our 2 strategies, you're going to know exactly how to trade the London session. And then you've got psychology, submit yourself to the journey. This is just psychology, overtrading, sitting on your hands, stopping overtraining, turning losses into lessons, sticking to the plan. Psychology, fundamentals, how investors impact the financial market, interconnected markets, strength of news and data, fundamental bias, the importance of all 4 confirmations, supply and demand, price elasticity, and then loads of more, even more videos here. And bear in mind, chat, as I said, this is all referring back to 3 things: giving you a higher time frame bias, and then after you've got that bias, trading either the ALG reversal or the DTO continuation. As I said, it is normally $50, now $25 to celebrate the fucking dubs we've had today. So go to the Discord and DM either me or Mace. DM either me or Mace. So just click his name there and say signals, or DM him and say mentorship, and he will give you that code. Bear in mind, there's only 3, boys, so send it quick. I'm going to drop a chat in the free chat right now saying, yo. And as I said, if you are trying to get in the signals as well, just to pass an account, it's very simple. You get your trade, execute on it, hit TP. And that was 3.1%. So that's an absolute no-brainer in my opinion, boys. Absolute no-brainer. Just DM for signals, bro. Sweet brother. Let me send you a message back. Let me send you a message back real quick. I am still looking for these buys, boys. But we've had that discount, and I do want the live com. So I know you lot are locked in, so I want to make sure you lot actually get it. Because people on the Discord's probably trying to use it. Alright, yeah, boys. Alright, Edu, let me send you 2 secs. I'm going to send you the link. And you get all of my personal trades as well. So it's an absolute no-brainer. I DM should also DM you. Yeah, bro, I think I've just replied to you. I'm pretty sure that was you, Jonah. I hope it is anyway. I hope it is. Is there a reason why you have gaps between sessions? It's just a crossover, boys. So, for example, if you look at this right here, so the reason why we have a gap between the Asia and the London session, so we've got 7 a.m. there and then 8 a.m. here. Reason there's this gap in between is because this is basically Asia session closing, London session opening. So, bear in mind the sessions go based off parts of the world. So here at 7 a.m., bear in mind Europe is an hour in front. So 8 a.m. for us is actually 9 a.m. for Europe. Right, that's France, Germany, Italy, Spain, basically everywhere in Europe's an hour in front. Netherlands, everywhere. So, our 8 a.m. is their 7 a.m. Oh, no, well, no, wait. I said that wrong. You man know what I fucking mean. When it's 7 a.m. for them, it's 6 o'clock for us. When it's 6 a.m. for us, it's 7 o'clock for them. They're an hour in front, essentially, right? So where our central bank opens at 8, their central bank, the ECB in Germany, opens at 7. Reason it opens at 7 is because in Germany, that is 8 o'clock. So that's why the Asia session finishes as at 7 a.m. we've got the European Central Bank opening, which is the start of the European session. But the London session doesn't fully open itself until 8, which is one of the reasons why there's this 1 hour gap in between Asia session closing and London session opening. Yeah, man, it's kind of extending right now. I do still think we're going to get entries, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. I do think GU is probably going to be a bit easier because bear in mind the Friday 50% has not yet been hit. So we should definitely trade into that. Let me put it on screen real quick. 0.5. Extend right. About a 2R on that. I'd actually have a tighter stop. I'd have my stop here. This is probably what I'd go for now on GU. Let me actually delete that old GU limit because it didn't tap in. I think you messaged someone else, bro. Not going to lie. Oh, shit. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, I see you. I see you, boys. Shit, I've got bare DMs for this, I'm not going to lie. So if I send you the link and code, boys, use it ASAP because I've got bare people messaging you. When I send it to you, I'm waiting at least like 2 minutes so you can use it quickly before I send it on to the next person. So it is low-key luck of the draw, but if I see you in these live streams and I recognise your name, then I'll send it to you. Alright, Jonah, I'm hitting you right now, brother. Two secs, chat. Let me know, boys, has anyone got any limits placed? Chat, has anyone got any limits placed or are we all waiting for a bit? When we're in these type of scenarios, boys, just so you understand how I actually trade, I tend to waiting for Mace to get back to me. Sweet, you can DM me if you want, bro. I'm waiting for price to come down a little bit before actually placing my limit. I wouldn't place this buy limit here, just on the off chance we have a random Diddy candle that spikes down. I don't mind fast momentum back down. I want it to be more than like one candle, for example. So I won't be placing any limits just yet until we're about like here, and then I'll look to place my buy limits. Two secs. Two secs, chat. Two secs, chat. I'm trying to respond to all you, man, ASAP. Alright, sweet. Everyone who's DMing me, boys, I'm getting back to you ASAP. I'm doing it as quick as I can. This week on my funded, I'm cooked, minus 4%. How comes, bro? What trades did you take that got you cooked? We've actually had a pretty good week in general here. Please check your Discord. I DM'd you. Sweet, bro. Sweet bard. I'm in today, bro. Send me link. DM'd you too. Right, everyone who DM'd me, boys, I'm pretty sure I've replied to. If you've DM'd me and I haven't replied to you yet, you've DM'd the fake account, alright? So remember, boys, if you do want to message me, go to the free chat. Because there are a lot of fake accounts of me. Oh, that's banging. Not going to lie, you kind of... Oh, I thought that was a steak. I was going to say, you butchered that steak. But yeah, chat, I've just dropped yo right here. So if you are trying to message me, boys, make sure you message me, yo. Not me, yo, but just make sure you message me here. My name will be in gold. Don't message a fake account. But as you can see, boys, I've got a lot of you, man, trying to lock in right now. So I'm trying to get back to everyone as quick as I can, boys. As quick as I can. As quick as I can. As quick as I can, boys. Bear with me. But yeah, chat, let me know if anyone's got any limits placed or if anyone's actually looking to trade anything right now. Do not reply to TikToks, mate. I'll be real, bro. I'm more reply on Instagram or on Discord. Discord's just the main hub of where I go. It's just on TikTok, bro. You know what it is? There's so many fake accounts. It's just kind of jarring for me to go through them. But if you've messaged me, bro, I will eventually get back to it. I will eventually reply. If you do want to message me ASAP, I can reply now because obviously I'm on my TikTok, so I can't. DM me on Instagram, because everyone's got Instagram in it. So just DM me on Instagram with ChessFX. Let me know that it's you, and I'll message you. I'm looking at yen pairs. What are you looking for on yen pairs? That's the first person to have actually seen trade yen pairs. Yeah, if you've DM'd me, boys, fuck me, boys. The amount of people DMing me is a joke. Yo, everyone's trying to take advantage of this. I'm not gonna lie, it's a no-brainer, boys. For 50% off, like, why not? Big up to everyone who's dropped me a message. Did you see my reply? Yeah, I've just messaged you, bro. I think I've messaged everyone now. I think I've messaged everyone. I had to lock in right there. I had to lock in real quick. I had to lock in GN ALG as discussed earlier, mate. Lovely, Nick. Lovely stuff, brother. Let's have a look at that. Fairs, yeah, right. We're at the DTO. This is a lot. I mean, I know I was saying I was looking for sells on this from the DTO, but I know you're looking for ALG buys, which, yeah, lovely. It's just been completed. Boom. As I said, boys, like I don't really trade any pairs really other than EU, GU, and yen pairs, and they do move differently. So, for example, like chat, this is important as well. Quickly, so lock in if you are in this live. The way that you man see me trade EU and GU, you're not going to be able to trade the other pairs the exact same. There's going to be crossovers, there's going to be similarities. But in terms of actually trading, the EU and GU is going to move differently because it trends. For example, the good thing why I trade EU and GU is you get these really nice trends, these really nice trending markets. Even you can see we get a nice clear downtrend for like a good period of time. That was 27th of Jan to the 3rd of April. So real nice. And even within that selling, you can see there's clear structure as well. You've clearly got high, or for example here, high, low, internal, external. High, low, internal, external. And if you're new to this live, boys, we absolutely abuse this downtrend. We abuse this downtrend. High, low, internal order block, external low, internal order block, external low. So you can see it makes really nice structure, right? And even here, not the nicest of structure, but just a clear trend. And you compare that to the likes of something like the JPY, it does move a little bit differently. The way JPY tends to move is it is just heavily trending, but not in terms of the structure. So as we said, with EUGU, it will go like this, where we'll go nice down, and then we'll go for an uptrend, and then we'll go. The way the yen works and why it's a lot different to how I trade it is the yen basket's always bearish, right? The yen basket will always, just basically how the yen basket works, and just like how the Japanese economy works, it'll always be bearish. So therefore, the way we actually look for trades is a little bit different, because we know it's only ever going to sell off. So we're just looking at good premium points to actually sell. So with the yen basket, DTO entries are going to serve you a little bit better because it's just about premium and discount. But yeah, so that's just sort of how I trade it differently. So obviously GBP NZD in itself will also be different. Alright, we're getting a nice retracement now, chat. We're getting a nice retracement, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Chat, remember, if you are still trying to take advantage of that code, boys, send me a DM right now. Remember, you get 50% off our mentorship. That is with our 2 live streams every single day for the mentorship. Normally $50, $25 right now, which is insane. Hi, bro. Join Signals for 1 month. Let's go. Let's go, Kim. Bro, you know it's GU sales. Come on now. I'm looking at buys, bro. I've been looking at buys all morning. I did get edged out on GU buys earlier. I had a buy limit on 50%, so right there. And you can see it missed by 0.7 pips, which is a little bit unlucky. But yeah, boys, if you do rate these streams, I'm not going to lie. Even if you... Boys, I'll be so real, yeah. If you're from England or Europe and you watch these streams, use that fucking code to get in the mentorship. This code, what I'm using, is mainly for my African and my Asian viewers. Big up to them, man. Because in them countries, boys, a lot of people don't actually realise, but some people's wages are quite a bit less than ours. So where our average wage in England is like £2,000, a lot of people watching this live, average wage is probably about £1,000 or something like that, or even maybe under. So that 50% off, boys, it's just a way more affordable price for people like that. And as I said, like, I rate my Asian and African traders that's in it. Obviously, I rate everyone, but there is something about the Afis that I just rate, boys, because their work rate is so on. Even though they've been dealt such a difficult hand compared to us, their work rate is still on. So if you are in India, if you are in Africa or anything like that, get in the mentorship right now, boys. I'm teaching you exactly how to trade the London session. We've got a 50% off there for you. So go use that. No bottom wick on London. I can see that unmitigated daily getting hit today. Not for me. 50% off what? 50% off Mentor and 50% off Signals. The Signals is a little bit more expensive because obviously it's a premium service. But the mentorship, that is only $50. I currently got a 50% off code just to celebrate what a good morning we've had and what a good week we've had. So you can get in for $25, which is literally less than what, like 50p a day. And as I said, boys, I don't want to bore you explaining it again, but essentially that comes with every single thing that we use to trade the London session. So all of these concepts here, over 100 videos on every single thing that I ever talk about. You're going to learn absolutely all of it, over 100 videos, chat. And 2 live streams every day. One at 6 AM to 8 AM. What are we looking for in the London session approaching? Then one at 12 to 1. What have we just seen? So you get the pre-London, preparing you for London, post-London, reviewing the London session, my 100 videos and my strategy videos, breaking down how to trade the London session with my 2 strategies. Chat, you are going to fucking cook the London session. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Two six, boys. 2 6. Okay, bro, who's DM'd me this? When I said DM me for a code, who DM'd me this? I don't like that at all. And my haircut's not... I like that one. That. I can imagine that's Stu in another life. But that, I don't like that. I really, really don't like that at all. Do not do that again. Seriously, I know exactly where you've got that from as well. So what you've actually done, you've actually gone to my YouTube channel. You've watched one of my best videos that I've made, which I'm actually really happy with how that video turned out. Let me find the exact video. I know the exact part of the video as well, which you've used it from. I know the exact part. Where is it? Okay. Wait. I was sure it was that video. Is this right? Oh no, I had a cap on this. Which one was it? Whichever one it was, one of these videos you've done. Oh, here it is. This right here. You've actually watched this video, paused it, and then gone on to AI. Yeah, make this guy put on makeup. It's made my hair actually better than it was in the video, so ratings for that, but I don't like that. That's not how you're meant to use my YouTube videos, chat. It's just not. It's just not how you should be using it. Two secs, chat. Coming down nicely, though. Who's got limits placed, boys? Who's got limits placed on this? I do definitely think there's still money to be made today, man. There's no news either, so we're gonna get a decent session. Where's buy limit from? From the 15-minute, bro. I know who it was. Who was it? How much is Signals G? $100, bro, with a 50% off. Gabby, because FEG. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, bro. You mean from that news. The thing is, bro, that was caused by news. So until that news gets reversed, then that's when we'll actually trade into it. I'll show you what I mean by that in 2 seconds. Let me just quickly send these texts through. Let me quickly... One sec. Getting a lot of DMs right now. Alright, chat, if I've just sent you the code, make sure you use it ASAP, because we're only doing a certain amount. I'm not doing them infinitely. So everyone, if I send you the code, I'm waiting like 2-3 minutes before I send it to someone else. So make sure you check out ASAP, innit, so I can actually so you can actually get in there. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, yeah, chat, wait, give me 2 secs. I'll get back to the charts now. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't like that, though. Chat, everyone liked the stream for that. Do you know the amount of emotional distress that put me through? Do you know how concerning that is? I don't even want to go on the pre-London chat. Now that, certain people know from the pre-London. I'm not even going to pull that picture up on stream. If you dare make another picture like that again, I will make sure you never ever win a trade. I will find out exactly what your YouTube and TikTok name is whenever you're in these streams. Oh, Lush, how long are you? If I'm long in EU, I'm telling you now, I'm short. Oh, Lou, do you reckon we could reach Friday high? If I would put my life on it reaching the Friday high, I'll tell you now, bro, I think we're going Friday low, to be honest. So don't you ever do that again. I'm warning you, that was bang out of order, that picture, what someone made. I don't even want to get it up on stream. That first one weren't too bad. The other one, the most recent one in the chat of the pre-London stream, the pre-London stream, nah, that's bang out of order. That's bang, bang, bang out of order. Alright, it's getting towards that point now. I massively prioritise EU over GU, to be honest, boys. Reason being is, if we look at the DXY right now, we really want the DXY to come a little bit higher into this fair value gap. So we want it to trade a bit more. As that trades up, that will mean the EU can trade down a bit, which is what we want. But if that happens on GU, then GU might struggle to actually survive that trade. So I'd prioritise EU for buyers really rather than GU. So I won't be placing this limit. We'll see how we go on this, but yeah, let's see. Why are you roasting this man? That was me, bruv, about what? You're my liquidity, bro. You're my liquidity, bro, and you're literally trading on a funded challenge. Could we widen the SL? Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Could definitely widen the SL. You getting in this? I'm getting in EU, not GU, bro. Waiting for internal inducement, minute 15, and then sell as well. We're going to take liquidity, inducement, mitigation. A lot of people's looking for sells, boys. I'm looking for buyers, man. I'm looking for buyers, but I'll see you on the flip side. Check the meme section of Discord. Now, you lot, I swear to God, if this is some fucked up meme, bro, I don't like. Oh, mate, I hate that. Why do I look the best in makeup as well? I really don't like that. Why do I look the best in makeup? Am I a fucking femboy or something, bro? I mean, to be fair, I think I look alright because I've still got a t-shirt on. So it looks a little bit normal. Macy's got a sparkling red dress. And Stu actually looks like one of those people that... I'm not even going to say... I'm going to say what Stu looks like. It's just a... Oh my days, bro. I mean, that's kind of nice. And also, I kind of look like a normal man there. Stu looks like... Boys, imagine Stu... You know them things where, like, there's two people run at each other on the beach and they're hugging? Imagine that dude or that woman running at you, bro, to jump on you for a hug. And what's up with my shoes as well, bro? I'll never leave the house wearing those terrible shoes, boys. Bruv. They look like Valentinos. Bro, I don't like that at all. I really don't like that at all. Oh yeah, I am the tallest one there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm mogging this. I do mog hard, so I kind of respect that. But let me just quickly message this guy. Just have to let him know what I think. What the fuck is that? I know, bro. Stu looks like Sam Smith. Yeah, bro, he does, innit? Are you in a trade? Not yet, bro. He's in EU already. Yo, why am I thick, low-key? He would steamroller you. Sorry, Stu. No, for real, though, Lou, you actually look hot. I know. I do look pretty hot compared to... To be fair, I do look by far the hottest there. I don't like that. I can't stop looking at it, though. I'm mainly just looking at Stu. Like, bro, Stu actually looks like... I don't like that, though. I need to stop looking at it. It's like a moth to a flame that I can't really stop looking at it. I'm trying to, like, work it out. What are you using as your level for a buy limit? I am using... the 15-minute fair value gap, bro. But mainly using the daily true open. So we can get that nice discount entry if we can. As I said, I'm more interested on EU just because I think DXY should really trade up a little bit more. We should really break this high and then enter this fair value gap. And if we do that, then it's going to be difficult on GU. Because GU might not survive it. It's quite a decently big stop loss, but yeah, it's one of those. Wait, Kim, that's you? Is there two Kims in the Discord? Yes, G, I copped it. Big up, brother. Welcome to the winning team. Welcome to the winning team. Is EU points worth more than GU? Nah, bro. GU sells, boy, that's why. Lou actually looks like an ex-girlfriend of mine. That's mad. An ex-girlfriend of yours? To be fair, Kim, if that's what it takes to get with you, I'll happily put on a full face of makeup. Probably the most down bad thing I've ever seen. You not take into account higher time frame structures to the left. I don't really respect this structure, bro. I don't think this order block's going to play out. I know a lot of people are trying to get in off this order block. I think this is just going to induce people. I know a lot of people are looking to sell from here. But I just think we're bullish on the day. I think we've swept all this. Bear in mind the amount of liquidity we've generated here from this sell-off. There's going to be a lot of people now looking to sell and have limits placed all up and down this leg. And something that happens all the time on Fridays, not all the time, but a lot of the time, is a lot of liquidity will be generated throughout the week. And then the Friday session will absolutely just take all of that liquidity at once. So I am planning on price going a little bit higher, at least to Friday 50 on GU. And on EU, to be fair, I do still think we can go higher still. Again, with EU price action looks a lot nicer. The way we've swept the Wednesday low, tapped into the Tuesday order block. And then, yeah, we should really go to this high now. That's basically what I'm looking for. So I'm definitely looking for continuation buyers rather than sells. Holy edging turn on GU as well. 55 man in there, what we saying? EU, we got a 4-hour order block plus FEG. You only enter from 15 minute. Nah, 15 minute or 5, bro. Nah, babe, it's just me. Is EU points worth more than... Oh, yeah, I've read that already. We got a 4-hour FEG and order block on EU. Yeah, I think this is inducement, bro. I think this is inducement. You got to look at the market kind of a bit barely. So yeah, we got an order block here. And we got this fair value gap. But why would we sell off of this? Let me pull up a blank EU so I can sort of show you what I mean. Right, here we've got a blank EU. So we've got a bullish fair value gap here that we've just filled on the 4-hour. And then we've also got a bearish fair value gap that we just filled here. So what one should we trust? Should we trust the bullish one? Or should we trust the bearish one? Well, in my opinion, there's a few things you can look at to dictate which one should we go for. First of all, the trend, narrative and bias, right? Fundamentally and technically, we are bullish, right? There's ceasefire talks going on, which obviously pushes the dollar down and therefore pushes EU and GU up. So fundamentally and trend-wise, we are clearly bullish. So therefore, that's a point to, in my opinion, the bullish fair value gap. We're more likely to move higher than lower. Second of all is liquidity. Which liquidity have we taken? You can see we took the high here, which is nice. But if you look at what we did after that, we took that high only in order to trade down to this low, which we then swept as well. And that is now our sell side liquidity being swept. So we swept buy side to move down. We've now swept sell side to move higher. So I do think now we're going to disrespect this fair value gap here and then just move higher. So that's the reason why I'm not really too bothered about this order block. This order block here. My price action has been horrendous recently. It hasn't been the best, but the ALG and DTO entries have still been coming through. A lot of people looking for sells in my chat as well. Bear people's looking for sells in my chat. Let me just actually mark these on so they're a bit clearer for you, man, to see. We go on the lower time frame now. We can see those fair value gaps a bit clearer. So we can see our bullish one here. Well, that's our bearish one, sorry. Our bullish one here. Then our bearish one here. So I'm expecting this bearish one to fail and this bullish one to push price higher. So therefore, I'll definitely be looking at buyers in this market, boys. EU can be stronger than USA if they wanted to be. What makes you say that, bro? Hang on, let me actually Google something real quick. GDP of EU nations combined. Do you mean Europe or do you mean the European Union? The GDP of the 27 European Union members is $22 trillion or 18 trillion euros. And the US GDP is 32 trillion. So the US just have more money, to be fair. Bro, do you use body or Wix for structure? I use both, bro. I use Wix. A close is more important. It always better, but I think we take them highs on EU, enter the FEG on GU, creates SMT, then sell off. Mate, everyone in these lives are looking for sells. I'm not going to lie. London, we have no bottom wick and nothing swept yet. I disagree, bro. We've swept the Asia low already. Swept the Asia low. We've already had our liquidity swept. This is what I think you're missing, bro. So on GU, we swept the prior day low. And we swept the Asia low. That's our liquidity taken there. And then price proves it by giving a bullish reaction. You can see on EU, we didn't take the prior day low, but we did take Wednesday's low. So you can see we've got Wednesday's high, which is swept here. And then Wednesday's low, which is swept here. Which is another reason why I'm bullish, is the SMT between EU. So what's really nice for me is that EU swept Wednesday low. And then gave SMT with this. We didn't sweep the prior day low. Right. Make it purple. So you can see we swept Wednesday's low, but we didn't sweep the prior day low. Whereas GU, you can see, we traded way below this Wednesday low, so we needed some extra liquidity to take. And therefore, what do we take? We take that current prior day low. So we get an SMT with EU and GU there. EU not taking the low, GU did. The reason GU took the low and EU didn't is because GU has no liquidity to, or needed liquidity to take, as it's already taken this low. EU didn't need to take further liquidity because it already swept the Wednesday low in the Asia session or in the London Open. So yeah, that's basically what I'm seeing. That's why I'm bullish. We're in a premium, so sell, mate. If the 4-hour closes CRT even better. I would disagree, bro. I would disagree. Appreciate all the follows, boys. If I missed any comments, just put them in again. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Just searching the indicator light and trading view. Wait, what? I guarantee your trading will improve 40-50% with my indicator. It's a tool designed to tell you momentum. Spent 2 years making it, and I'm a 73% win rate this month. Just type in the indicator light in trading view. Do we use this chat? Chat, one in the chat if we use this guy's indicator, see what it's about. One in the chat if you do that. Have you noticed better / worse fills between prop firms even when setting limits? I'm trading Aqua ATM and the fills are really poor. Aqua Funded. Did you get that off Gunter? Did you get that account of Gunter? Aqua Funded is like probably the worst firm in the world, maybe. Has anyone ever been paid out? Like, there is no chance this guy got a 78 grand payout. Recent verified rewards. Don't know, maybe I'm being too harsh and they've improved, but they used to be like the shittest prop firm about. They might be alright now. But yeah, they're... yeah. Right, you're on Discord, bro. Can't sign up right now. I'm at work. No worries, bro. I'll get back to you ASAP. GU has no resistance to go bullish compared to EU, which has 4-hour FVG. Fair play, bro. I mean, we'll see how we do. As I said, I'm more looking at EU than GU. Just because I do think the DXY has to come a little bit higher. GU's going to tap in soon, but I think the DXY is going to want to fill this 15-minute before moving down. So we want that up and then down move. So EU, that's fine. That down and then up move. But GU, if we get that same move, it might be a little bit tricky staying in the trade. So, yeah, I'd be a little bit cautious on GU, and I'd more go for EU entries, personally. We do have nice inducement, which is what I like. I know there's going to be a lot of people, and I can tell from the chat there's a lot of people entering sells from these order blocks here. I know people are looking to sell from here, which will just be nice inducement for us to push into our buyers. Same on GU, people selling from here, which is just going to push us buyers. What's your entry for EU? EU does look like a nice sell. I'm looking at buyers, bro, but there is so many sellers in this live. Friday low is my target for EU. Boys, I can't explain how many sellers there are. Yo, chat. 1 in the chat if you're buying. 2 in the chat if you're selling. I'm going for a piss quickly. 1 in the chat if you're buying. 2 in the chat if you're selling. And 0 if you're looking at nothing. But 1 for buyers, 2 for sellers. When I come back, I want to see everyone spamming in the chat so I can see what most people are looking for. Ones, 3, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3, 3. Why is everyone spamming threes, bruv? 3? Okay, you guys are trolling me, bro. Everyone's fucking spamming threes in the chat. What do you want it to go up? Upside down? Right, let's see what people are saying. Let's see what people are saying on Tiki. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, majority of people are looking for buys. YouTube 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Most people are looking at buyers. I think it's just Mubeam, the spam 2 bears. Yeah, I'm looking at buyers as well. So I do actually agree with most people. But for some reason I'm seeing bear people saying short. The pure fact I see both buyers and sells means I'm doing nothing. Fair play. I wait to see what the 15-minute does, but 1. Yeah, I'm looking for buyers for sure, man. Been waiting this DTO GU buyer for a while. Would you delete the limit due to time as the setup has presented itself or wait for a tap? It's up to you, bro. I do still think the GU DTO could hit. So, yeah, I wouldn't delete the limit. If you're confident on it, then, yeah, I still think it is going to hit, man. So I wouldn't delete that limit off the DTO. 1 min chart is bearish. I will not be taking longs right now. We're not looking on the 1 minute, bro. We're looking on the 15. By the time you're tapped in, wouldn't the FVG be inversed? Nah, bro. I need to put my phone on charge in a sec. I'm genuinely in a short, bro, but best of luck. Fair play, bro. We'll see, man. We'll see what comes through. Let me quickly check if anyone else has messaged me on Disky. I'm in sales of USD JPY, so yes, longs on EU and GU. Nice, bro. Where did you get in on UJ? EU buyers was only for pre-market at 7. I'm not sure. Now I'm out. Did you catch it? Yeah, bro. As I said, the main way we trade, boys, can't say it enough. We have a higher time frame bias. So that's the first step. People go wrong. They try to have their strategy dictate if it's buyers or sells. I don't use my strategy to dictate if it's buyers or sells. My higher time frame bias dictates if it's buyers or sells. For example, as I said, in this market, I prefer buyers. So therefore, I was looking for buyers this morning. And now I've got buyers. I just use my strategy to actually get into the trade. So I'll either go for ALG buyers or DTO buyers. Alternatively, if I'm looking for sells, I'll go for ALG sells or DTO sells. So right now, buyers, so I'm looking for ALG buyers and DTO buyers. ALG buyers are very simple. You wait for the Asia low to be swept, wait for your confirmation and enter the trade. So we had Asia low swept here, 15-minute IFEG, price tapped in, that's your entry, and your TP at the Asia high. Very simple. And the DTO is when we have an expansion away from the DTO and then we want price to return to it. So on EU, as you can see, we've had the expansion away from the DTO, want price to return to it, and then get that next move. So they're the two moves that we've really been looking at. First one's come through, and now we're just waiting to snipe that second one. Whoever said wait is also correct. The 50 minutes balanced. Yeah, bro. Are you in GU? Nah, man. Didn't get tapped into my earlier limit on GU. Did you catch? Yeah, bro. We had it in the pre-London stream, boys. As I said, we had earlier sells in the signals. So we had this sell in the signal chat, entry there, TP down there, and then in the pre-London we had buyers from there, TP at the Friday 50, stop loss on the low. Let me put my phone on charge real quick, boys. Geo guesser till then. We haven't done Geo in a while, boys. We actually ain't done Geo in a while. We have not done Geo guesser in a while. Let me grab a phone charger and I'll think about the G. The GO. If I move this. Give me a sec. Let me get a phone charger real quick, boys. I'll be 2 secs. My ones are fucked. Oh, mate, this shit's definitely going to unplug my monitor, bro. Alright, so far so good. This charger needs to fucking move. 2 secs, boys. Let me bang you on charge. Monday was just a complete guest day. Yeah, I got cooked on Monday, but luckily I won on Wednesday and on Friday. Again, it just shows if you just trade the same strategy consistently, you are going to get your wins. You are going to get your dubs, boys. EJ in a good area for buyers. Let's actually check the yen basket real quick. Nice, man. Still getting that movement down. Again, we're at all-time lows. Swept the Asia high. Taps into the 4-hour order block as well. Really see if there's... Nice. Traded above that. Where are you looking for buyers from? I'm assuming from this 30-minute order block here. GJ. GJ's at a way more discounted price. GJ's obviously not had that main extension. We did take that swing high, though, that we was looking at from ages ago. You can see that high from, like, what was it? Fucking 2008 or some shit. That was the last, like, high that was higher than where we are now. As you can see. We had that high there. And now the next high really... And I suppose the next high is really this candle high. But yeah, very bullish. So any buys that you do see are going to be really nice. We've got a lot of liquidity here as well on GU. We've got a lot of support liquidity here, which I'm hoping to get broken. So I'm hoping price can trade down into this order block. We'll enter buys and then we can reach those highs. But I do want to really have a bit of a sell-off first. I want to have that manipulation of all these lows. Too many equal lows in here for me. So hopefully we can get price come into... We've obviously got a fair value gap here and an order block. We want price to fill this fair value gap. Want this support to fill the fair value gap, push down to the low, and then get buyers. So this is what I'll be going for on GJ. Oh, you lot bear wonky, I just realised. But that's what I'll be looking for. So I'd hold off a little bit for buyers on EJ if you are looking at EJ. On the 1 minute, we need the DXY to break out of this sort of period of accumulation. So we're trading within this right here. We need it to really break out of that in order to get a decent entry. We need it to push higher into it in order to get a sell. So we are getting accumulation right now. We need the DXY to push up into it, which is going to push EU down, GU down, Bob's your uncle. We get the long, we get the re-entry. We get the entry about, what, 11:45. It taps in, bomb, runs to TP like there's no one's fucking business. Chat, by the way, if you've just joined the signal, the mentorship, then we are doing a post-London stream at 12 o'clock, boys. So all you lot can tune into that. What do you think of USD JPY? I don't like trading UJ, bro, because I don't like trading the yen against the dollar as they're both dominant pairs. The way I like to trade is I'll look at my indexes first. So if I'm trading EU-GU, I'll look at the DXY, which is a dollar on its own, which obviously has an inverse relationship to EU-GU. So I'll check the dollar. If the dollar's, for example, bearish, then I'll look for EU and GU buys, right? Same thing I'll do on the JPY. If the JPY is bearish, then I'll look for EJ and GJ buys. So I'll mainly look at my indexes, the yen basket and the dollar, well, the DXY, in order to buy. So that means if I'm looking at UJ, that means I'm looking at, I've got to look at them both, right? So if one of them's bullish and the other one's bullish as well, then what do we do? Or if one of them's bearish and the other one's bearish, what do we do? Normally, if this was, for example, if the dollar was bullish and the pound was bearish, the dollar was bearish and the pound was bearish, I'd just take preference over the dollar. Same way if the yen was bearish and the euro was bearish, it wouldn't matter because the yen takes precedent. But where it is DXY against the yen, they're both dominating currencies and they're both weak right now. The dollar's bearish in my opinion and the yen's bearish in my opinion. That means UJ is going to struggle to really move. And we don't know whether we should trust the DXY or the yen. Which one should we preference? We don't know because they're both dominant pairs. So that's how I trade. I've got really, like the way I trade is I trade the yen and the dollar as my dominant. And then the pound and the euro as my submissive. So I basically trade a combination of all 4 of these currencies. I'll look at these 2 first, whichever one's looking nicest with a clear trend, and then I'll pick what to trade. So for example, if the US dollar is really bullish and the yen basket's just like meh, then I'll look for EU GU sells. Or if the dollar's sort of meh, not doing anything, but the yen's really, really weak, then I'll look for GJ and EJ buys. So you look at these first, and then I'll compare it to the pound and euro, which is why I don't really like UJ, because it's my 2 dominant pairs on the same side. You only go 15-minute entry. Nah, bro, I go for multiple entries. 15-minute, 5-minute are normally what I go for, though. I see DXY heading to 97 floor by next week. I can defo see us selling off more. Snipe me along. That's what we're trying to do, brother. Please send me details for signals. Bro, join the Discord. Are you in the Discord, bro? Are you in the Discord? If you're in the Discord, DM me. Let me just go to the free chat. I'm just going to put in the free chat right now. I'm going to put yo in the free chat. If you want the discount code, just drop me a message saying signals or mentorship. Drop me a message saying mentorship and I'll send you that over. Discord is linked to my profile, boys. But yeah, you make sure you get in the Discord first. Alright, let's this guy's spamming his indicator in the chat and he's been in the live for a while, so I respect it. Let's use this Brez indicator. Let's see what it's saying, alright? Let's see what this guy's indicator is actually saying. Okay, so what's it called? It is called the indicator. The indicator. Alright, let's have a look at this then, quickly. Current time frame 30-minute. Okay, it only supports the 15 and 5. What do these colours mean? What do the colours mean? How does it work? The colours are looking at 40. How does this work, bro? You got to explain how it works first. Because I'm not going to lie, it's kind of... Alright, so it's basically bullish, bearish, or neutral. What? Yeah, bullish, bearish, or neutral, I'm assuming that is what it means. Bro, recoloured candles. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, minute, bro, recoloured the candles. Holy indicator. Okay, bro, explain how we can use it in the comments real quick, and then we'll try to see if it's good, bro. Bro, recoloured candles. What pair? It says in the bottom right, brother. This is Euro USD. If I missed any comments, boys, just put them in the chat again. I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just trying to read 2 chats at once. Indecisive, I'd say. Do you think that how the day is forming from Asia is more important than the higher time frame for today's bias? Nah, bro. The higher time frame is more important. Higher time frame is always more important than the lower. That's why. That's a good question, bro. But this is why. All right. This is why it's important. Why I keep referring back to this. What people do is they look at their lower time frame, and then they dictate their whole bias based on that. We do the opposite. We go on the higher time frame first, and then once we've got a clear bias, bullish or bearish, that's when we decide what entry to use. Bullish, we'll use these. Bearish, we'll use these. Right, but the reason we do that is on the lower time frame, there's no way of knowing. Because look, let me pick out a DTO buy and then an ALG sell, right? Let me just bring it over here. And let me take a DTO. Because there's no way of knowing, right? This is, if we get rid of... If we look at this market, right? So let's just cut it off here real quick. Wait. Let me just get rid of this. Right, so at this point here, there's no way of knowing. Just to shoot this a bit lower. It's the problem most people make. At this point here, there's no way of knowing if this is going to be an ALG buy, where we've swept the Asia low and we're manipulating and going to trade up to the Asia high, or whether this is going to be a DTO sell, where we trade back into the DTO and continue lower. There's no way of knowing from the lower time frame, is it going to be this one or is it going to be this one? It's impossible to tell, which is why you need to use the higher time frame first to already establish a bias. So then if you're using a higher time frame, cool, we're looking at buys. That means we're only looking at ALG buys or DTO buys. It's not like we're looking at a market thinking, oh, is it ALG buys or is it DTO sells? Or I can't really tell. Is it going to trade up to this high or is it going to sell off? You're never going to be able to tell on the lower, which is why you need the higher time frame first before you do anything. Because as I said, boys, there's no way of knowing if this is an ALG trade or if this is a DTO sell. There's no way of knowing. There's just simply not on the lower. You need a higher time frame bias. Cool, if we've already established the higher time frame bias is bullish, when we go lower, we're not even considering this because this is a sell position, obviously, and we're only considering buys, so therefore we'd go with this. Put our buy limit there, sell limit there, TP there. So that's the importance of using the higher time frame first. See if we can get out of this accumulation real quick. Daily trade open 5 AM UK time. Yeah, bro, that's what DTO stands for. Yo, what's up? What you saying, bro? What pair? It says in the bottom right, bro. Bro, I had that exact problem this morning. Got the daily bias wrong. Yeah, bro. It's one of those things, man. The daily bias, the more you practice, the more you'll get it correct. I get it correct way more times than not. And then I've got 2 entry strategies to get in. That's really where our edge is. We've got 2 strategies. The best strategies for trading the London session by far. The only 3 levels that matter in the London session are the Asia high and Asia low and the DTO. Right? So that's why we've got 2 different entries. Right? 2 different entries. One of them's a reversal, one of them's a continuation, using the important points on the London session. So yeah, we have the 2 strategies, and then we just, as long as you get the daily bias right, like 70% of the time, the ALG and the DTO will get you in the trades, and you'll be profitable. So, is it always 5 AM? Why is it 5 AM? Yeah, because that's New York opening time, bro. It's 12 o'clock midnight in New York. Oh, yeah, got ya. Yeah, bro. Check EJ, bro. What you seeing on EJ, brother? I'm looking at buyers on EJ, but I'm waiting a little bit first before I'd want to get in. Everyone drop a follow if you're not already following. If you're watching on YouTube, everyone double tap the screen. Appreciate the likes, boys. Green is bullish, red is bearish, orange is balanced. You can go in settings to make it look like your candles, or just change it to a new colour. Curious how much you funded in. Don't know. Don't have to answer. Just call to know. Yeah, bro. I mean, no, it's definitely a good question to ask. What we were saying yesterday, it's way more important how much money you have versus how much money you make. If you look at this trade here, for example, if you're on a 100k account, it's going to make you $2,000. If you've got like 600k's worth of funding, it's going to make you. I had a brain fart there. It's going to make you $12,000. So it's the exact same trade, but the more money you got, obviously means you're going to make more. But yeah, we've got multi-6-figure in funding. I don't actually copy trade the accounts. I used to copy trade all the accounts, but the problem with that is if you go on a losing streak, you're going to blow all your accounts, which just don't make sense. So what I do now is I'll have a few 200Ks. So far I've got 3 200Ks, and then I've got a few 50s as well. So I'll place different trades on different accounts. So say I place one on one 200k and that wins, lovely. The next day I'll place it on that account again. But if I place a trade on one 200k and it loses, next day I'm going to use the other funded account. If that loses, next day I'm going to use the other funded account. That means basically as long as I win 1 in 3 trades, I'm getting a payout. And obviously this week, as you may know, we've won 2 out of 3 trades. We lost on Monday. I had sells here, which lost. Then we had sells here, which won. You can't really see that, but that was the sell there. Sells there, which won. And then buyers today, which won. So if you're alternating accounts, it's a lot better than copy trading, in my opinion. So say that goes all year. Wait 2 secs. Please check USD CAD. Let me know what you're looking at on USD CAD, bro, and then I'll have a look. By design, the indicator is simple, but with 1,000 lines of code, you might ask, okay, why simple output? The color candle is the current momentum right now. That's when it's orange, it's flat momentum. Okay. So what we really want, I don't need this. I don't need the bullish momentum. I don't need the bearish momentum. Okay, that's annoying. I can't just have it. The only thing I say with this, bro, is it's kind of annoying the way it messes with your candle colours. Could it not just... Right, that can stay, but we want colour 1 to be black. Colour 2 to be blue. Okay, there we go. And we'll have these, what, like grey or some shit? Also, would love to hide this. Yeah, there we go. I could use that, to be fair. It's quite good. I mean, I'm not really sure about the momentum, though, because momentum there was quite strong. It's not a bad idea. Let's use it for a bit, chat, see if it's useful. Actually, I kind of actually think that's alright. Depends how accurate it is, obviously, but... Before I found your YouTube, I realised in my years of trading and testing, I came to the same conclusion of how you trade London. That's great to know, and this is before I found your YouTube. Yeah, lovely, bro. Lovely, bro. Love to hear that, man. As I said, I've traded... how do you establish the higher time frame bias on what time frame? You want to use the daily and the 4 hour, bro. Very simple. I break this down a lot. As I boys, actually, what I'll do... If you lot go to my Instagram, I'm going to put up an Instagram story to book a call. So anyone can just book in a free call with me. And anything you want to know about finding a daily bias, I can just go through with you on the phone for like 20 minutes. It's Friday, so you can book in whatever day you want. But just trying to help out the com, because I might not be able to explain it fully on here. But go to my Instagram, Richesse Effects. Go to my story. There'll be a link to book a call. But yeah, the 4-step process for finding a higher time frame bias in the simplest way possible. What is the range? Is it a bullish or a bearish range? Where's your internal and external liquidity of the range? And what are you coming from and what are you going to? If you do these 4 steps, you'll be able to find the daily bias every single time. So let's use it on a different pair so quickly you lot know what I'm talking about. This guy said USD CAD, so let's use it on USD CAD. Okay. We turn off this indicator real quick. Actually, I want to make the bars a little bit. I suppose neutral's alright. Alright, so if we go on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, USD CAD's really shit to be fair. USD CAD's looking really shit. Let me pick a better currency. Let's do like... I don't know. What actually moves nice? Let's do like GBP CHF. That normally moves quite nice. What was someone... Oh no, GBP NZD. I think that was the one that was actually moving quite nice. No, it's moving shitly. I want to give you a breakdown, but at the same time, I don't really want to give you something shit. Alright, cool, fuck it. We'll just do it. Alright, so, first of all, we're on the daily time frame. Where is the range? So you want to pick out your low, your current low and your current high. Current low is here. Current high is here. So our range is this. Is it a bullish or bearish range? Oh, mate, this is just a shit pair to do it with. This is what I'm saying. I don't really want to do it all on live because it's going to take ages, but oh, fuck it. We'll just do it on EU. Why not? Let's just do it on EU. Fuck it. I just want to use some shit pair that I just don't actually trade. Alright, so, cool. First, you do your internal, external. With your range low, your range high. Your internal. So, first of all, cool. Your range low and your range high. Let's just fucking do it for EU. I'm trying to look for a good pair to do it with, but we might as well just use this. So, our range high is there, range low is there. That's the first thing. What is the range? Second thing is your bullish or bearish. Did it break a high or did it break a low? Obviously, it most recently broke a high, so it's a bullish range. Okay, so we're thinking about buy, so that's bullish. There we go, bullish. Next thing, where's your internal and external? Well, your external liquidity is just your high and low. So therefore, your external liquidity would be this low here and this high here. And your internal liquidity is a fair value gap or order block within that range. So I used, for example, today, this 1 hour or 2 hour order block. You could use the 4 hour imbalance or whatever you wanted really. But we've got this right here. Obviously, we're looking at buys, so we're interested in our external high, not our external low. But that's that done, okay? Range, yep, we got the range from here to here. Bullish or bearish, yep, it broke high, so that's a bullish range. Internal and external, we got our internal order block and our external high and low. Obviously, we're bullish, so we're interested in our external high. And then what are we coming from and what are we going to? So you can see we're coming from our internal order block and we're going to our external high. So now we know we're trying to catch this move here. So therefore, on EU, we should be looking at buys. May have sounded a little bit confusing. It's really not. It's actually pretty fucking simple. What is the range? So where's your most recent high and low? Is it a bullish or bearish range? Everyone should know how to do this. Internal, external. Your external liquidity is just your high and low of the range. So that's simple. Your internal is just an order block or fair value gap within the range. And then obviously what we're going from, what are we coming to? We're going from the internal to the external. This is the move. So therefore we should look for buys when we go into a lower time frame. Which is why obviously I looked for ALG buys once we swept the low and got our confirmation. Which is why I was looking for buys here. And why I'm looking for buys going forward as well. But that's basically that, chat. That's basically how you find internal, external liquidity. Okay, we're getting a fucking divergence like mad. Okay, we can see right now, if we look at EG, which I always refer back to, the euro's pumping in strength, so that means the pound's nowhere near as strong and the euro's a lot stronger. So right now, if you're looking at buys, obviously you want to favour EU, but it's just going to be harder to actually tap into your nice point. GU's really coming close to this, man. As I said, I do think the sellers are going to consistently get cooked in this market. If you are trying to sell, I'd be very careful. Obviously, it is up to you, though. If I missed any comments, boys, just bang them in the chat again. 15-minute, I think it's... Okay, yeah, someone's talking about... does it change? Yeah, bro, when the clocks go back, it changes. So if you ever want to know, bro, the easiest way to do it is see your times at the bottom. It says London. Just go up to where it says New York, or down to where it says New York. Where is New York? New York here. Go on New York and just find 12 o'clock on New York. So 12 o'clock New York, as you can see, is here. This is our DTO. And all the best buys will come from below the DTO. All the best sells will come from above. $15-minute inversion. Now in candle you can disable board so it looks cleaner. Yeah, bro. Nice. Look, am I cooked? Sells GU. I personally think you are. I personally think we are going to be going long, but again, just hold your trade if you think. Also, I appreciate you giving it all a try. And as for the accuracy, it's taking data from 50 external meters / indicators. So in theory, it's never wrong. It's just gathering a lot of data and displaying it. Nice, bro. Yeah, I'll definitely look into that, man. I do kind of like the general idea of it. I'm just not sure how accurate it really is. Because certain points it's saying there's not a lot of momentum where I'd consider there is a lot of momentum. So, but yeah, still, I do like that. Will you take these GU longs? Yeah, potentially, bro. See if we tap in over the next sort of 5-10 minutes. I learned that when we make a new higher high, the higher low moves up. So why is your low not the retracement above? Not really too sure. Oh, wait, I think I do know what you mean. The reason for that, bro, I'll just explain it briefly. I won't go fully into it because this is very close now. It's because we had SMT between EU and GU. So for GU, we had the low here and the high here. And this was sort of one whole leg for me. But for EU, you can see it did make it look a lot like this was its own leg. Which is why a lot of people actually would have got stopped out here. Because they didn't identify that the range was actually here from here. And this was just a point of liquidity to be swept. The key that this was a point of liquidity to be swept was the fact that GU already took it out yesterday. And traded well below it. So that's why, bro. This indicator still reckons the momentum is neutral, even though it looks kind of bearish. I want to change the colour a little bit. I need to get a colour that I actually like. You know what, I do think this is probably the best one, and we want it to be neutral at the end of the day. Right, all the new members of the Mentorship and Signals, welcome, boys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to be doing one more for each. one more last code for the mentorship. One more last code for the signals. So if you do want that, boys, if you do want to take advantage of that last code, just send me a DM on Discord. As I said, let me just drop a yo in the chat. So just see my name there in gold. Click on my name, message me signals or mentorship. As I said, boys, 50% off. You can get in for the best price of our mentorship or of our signals, whichever one you want. Let me actually quickly show you again today. In the pre-London stream, which we do with our mentorship students every single day. Bear in mind what we do for a day-to-day basis, what we teach you. Number one, higher time frame bias. Number two, how to trade these two strategies. Once you know that, you're going to cook. You're going to absolutely cook the London session and you're going to have everything you need. As we mainly do trade the London session, we do actually go on a call every single day at 6:30 before London opens. And this is what we said we was looking for. Would be longs after the Asia low was swept. We had an IFVG, so we was looking for longs, and that is exactly what happened. So absolute dub on the pre-London mentorship stream. You would have got 3.8% if you took that, which I think a lot of you did. And then obviously in the signals, this morning we had an EU sell sent into the signals, which was this right here. So yeah, lovely trading the signals, lovely trading the mentorship, boys. So if you are trying to get in, as I said, boys, I'm letting one more person get in the mentorship, one more person get in the signals for 50% off. So if you want to get in that, boys, you know what to do. You're doing post-London. Yeah, bro, I'll do post-London stream. You know what to do. So get in there ASAP, boys. Send me a DM ASAP. I'm doing only one more code. Only one more code, boys. So if you want that, send me a DM. As I said, get in the signals if you want to pass accounts and get payouts with ease. Mentorship if you're trying to really learn and make this a full-time thing. I teach you the two exact strategies that made me a full-time trader for the last 3 to 4 years. Would you prefer to get in GU or EU today? EU, bro. Reason being is the DXY stuck in this little period of consolidation. What I want to see from the DXY is price move up into this fair value gap and then down. Now, what that would mean EU does, that would mean EU moves like this, down and then up, down and then up, which is exactly what we want for that. So you can see they're lining up really nice, up and then down and then up. But GU, if we get that same thing on GU, down and then up, you can see it might be a bit difficult to actually stay within this trade. So I would definitely rather go for EU buys rather than GU buys. And just for it to line up a little bit better, if I was looking at GU buys, I'd probably even prefer the old entry that we had earlier that we got edged on. Right here, we got edged on that trade. I'd probably prefer that because that just looks like it lines up a little bit nicer with the actual down and then up. But if you do want to enter on this, then you're more than welcome to do so. I just think it's a little bit preemptive. I think about to get tapped in, bro. Should I go long on GU or don't trade? As I said, bro, that's my fault, so that's up to you, really. Scroll up, Lou. Let's hope Arsenal smash this weekend. Oh, mate. I'm off, Lou. I've got stuff to do. At least I get signals now. Yeah, bro. Dub mans for that. W mans. Chat, if you're DMing me now, I will send you the code over in just a second, boys. Yeah, man, Arsenal City on the weekend, bruv. If we lose, oh my God. If we lose, yeah, and you lot on Monday start chatting shit to me, just realise I'm on a sabotage thing. Alright? On Monday, you best know, if Arsenal lose this weekend, just know, anyone in the chat who tries to take the piss, I'm absolutely sabotaging everything you fucking ask me for the end of time. If you ask me if it's going long, I'm going to say no, I'm looking at shorts. If you're asking me, is it going to hit the Friday high, I'm going to say no, I think it's going to hit the Friday low. If you're asking me, should I move stop loss to break even, I'm going to be like, yeah, bro, move stop loss to break even. It's the best thing to do in the world. I'm going to sabotage your whole trading if you give it to me. We are bearish, my friend. I'm bullish personally, bro. FC Netflix. To be fair, aren't you a Real Madrid fan? FC prank Arsenal. Tell them again, bro, we got to win. Facts. Are you in this? I'm not in this one, bro. We got a Madrid fan in the chat. Don't really want to slate you, Madrid fan, but your glory days are over, my boy. Your glory days are over. Madrid and Barca glory days are over. Ha ha. Unlucky Spanish football. Has anyone seen Spanish football? Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Simeone, Ancelotti, Mourinho, Pep Guardiola, Xavi, Iniesta, Rakitic, Cruz, Zidane. Has anyone seen Puyol, PK, Sergio Ramos, Varane? You lot's era of dominance over football is over. You've cooked your own league because you got greedy. Barca and Real are greedy. They wanted to buy their own league. They were scared of anyone else competing. And that is why your league is cooked. And that is why you are no longer the biggest club. Well, obviously Real Madrid will always probably be the biggest club in the world. But that's why you no longer dominate. Hear me out, bro. You are cooked from treble winning to 0. Kind of ironic. Kind of ironic considering you went out the other day. Oh, mate, that's hilarious. Oh, wait, and sorry, aren't your biggest competitive rivals about to walk away with the league? Oh, yeah, they are. Aren't our biggest rivals about to go down while we're top of the league? Alright, so maybe you should focus on your own battles, bro. Focus on Barcelona, not us. We're doing well. We're top of the league. Still in the Champions League. You're not top of the league and not top of the Champions and not in the Champions League, by the way. Your rivals are cooking. Your rivals are top of the league and got one of the best players in the world, probably the best player in the world, in Yamal. Our rivals have got no one. They're dead. They're getting relegated. Focus on yourself, brother. Do you think they're going to choke, Lou? I don't know, mate. I do think if I had to put money on it, I'd say, gun to my head right now, I'd say City beat us. Just being honest, innit? I'd love to be a bit more confident, but Barca do dominate, not going to lie. We get all of our players from our academy. Madrid, though, trophyless again. I am Liverpool fan. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan? Barca don't dominate no much near as they used to. The thing is, boys, the reason... Okay, you lot probably don't give a shit, but let me actually say this. The reason why Barcelona and Real Madrid are cooked and why they've cooked their league and why they want to get the Super League is because they ran their league unfairly for years. They rigged the whole entire league so that Real Madrid and Barcelona would be the only teams capable of winning. So they've financially rigged their own league. So now it's ridiculously uncompetitive. What I mean by that, yeah, is the TV money, right, in England, everyone gets an even share. Because the majority of money you get to spend as a club comes from TV money. It's not really, stadium money doesn't really count, where it's still important, but the main thing's TV money, yeah? Everyone in the Premier League gets a relatively even split of the TV money, so everyone's got a bit of dough, so everyone can invest. Meaning, if you're in the Premier League, you get TV money and you can compete. The difference between that in Spain is that Barca and Real get between them 80% of the TV money, and everyone else has to share 20%. Which means that every single other club other than Barca and Real are always going to be broke and they're never going to be able to financially compete with Real Madrid or Barcelona. Barcelona and Man City get a fat chunk of the TV money, meaning they'll always be at the top because they'll always have more money. And nothing will ever be able to change that. So yeah, that's basically why they've fucked their own league. And that's why and obviously their league is terrible. It's so uncompetitive. And that's why they wanted to push for the Super League. That's why the people pushing for the Super League was Real Madrid and Barcelona. The reason why they was pushing for the Super League is because there's no money in their own league no more. No one really earns money in their league because the league's dead. No one wants to watch La Liga. And that's because they've made it uncompetitive. So now they're like, shit, we're not earning any money. Let's do the Super League where we can again rig it so we're the only ones that do well. Sorry, boys, your era of cooking has been finished. The only reason you lot cooked for so long as well is because you got absolute generational talents with Messi and Ronaldo. Now they're gone. You two are a little bit cooked, I'm not going to lie. By the way, chat, I'm not in this EU. I'm just waiting on the DXY to push up. So basically down and then up on EU and up and then down on GU. Which is why I said I'd really rather prioritise this buy down here if you are looking to get in. The same one we got edged on earlier. Just below this IFVG. Rather than the one here. But let me know if anyone in the chat is on this one here. I know I didn't say, but yeah, some people probably are getting in. If you are in, let me know. And I'll draw it back on the chart so we can see if you do well. But yeah. Super League equals more money since Messi and Cristiano gone. Things not being the same. 100%, bro. 100%. I support City and we gone drink Arsenal tears. We'll see about that, brother. We'll see about that. Bro, I'm in a sell short on GU target in London low. Break even when we hit Friday low. Fair play, bro. Fair play. GU sell, broski. I'm personally not looking at sales. It's incompetitive because the other teams in La Liga don't have money. You're right, not going to lie, it ain't fair. 100%, bro. Lou, can I come over again? Can I come over again? Sorry, you came over to my house. Where the fuck was you hiding? I mean, yeah, sure. Come over tomorrow, we'll watch the football. When's kickoff actually tomorrow? Or is it Sunday? Oh, it's fucking Sunday. I hate Sundays. Hate playing on Sunday. You can't even go to the pub properly because you got to fucking wake up the next morning. CR7 and Messi Ronaldo was peak. Trust me, bro. Nothing will ever come close to that. Nothing will ever come close. Yeah, Sunday, man. Yeah, we can see right now. Let's actually double check EJ, GJ. Yeah, so we can see this move, basically by cross-referencing the pairs, we can see that this spike on EG was caused by a weakness in the pound, not a strength in the euro. So the euro's not overly strong. The reason this is pushing up is the pound is for some reason at the moment overly weak. Take my self-control. Alright, chat. We are about 5 minutes away from 12. Are you a fan of CR7 or Messi or just neutral with it? I've always preferred Messi, bro. Always preferred Messi since young. Don't know what it is that made me prefer Messi, but I've always just preferred him. Always. Literally, since ever I can remember. Do you know what I think it is? I feel like a lot of English people do prefer Messi just purely because he's got a bit more aura. Where Ronaldo played in the Premier League, people have seen him play, and plus he plays for United. So everyone may not have liked him a little bit. But obviously, not everyone just knows Messi from Barca. So he's got really no reason to hate Barca. So, yeah. I do think... Yeah, that's my take. That's my take, which is just correct. Messi's better than Ronaldo, undebatable. Real Madrid are bigger than Barcelona, undebatable. And hopefully anyone who's Madrid or Barca in this live will be happy now. I've glazed you a little bit, both. Also, keep in mind the bias on the 1 minute will be perfect for entries. It will show the tops and bottom of every move. Nice. Nice on that indicator. Messi, clear trust. Once price its detail on EU, are you looking for confirmation on the 5 minute time frame? Let's have a look. Yeah, most likely, bro. Most likely. Bear in mind, you can see where our entry is compared to the target. It's a 5R, so that means we can wait for confirmation and it will still be like a 3R trade. Also, bear in mind, the best buys are going to come from below the DTO. So ideally, we can actually tap into that DTO and I can buy off of that rather than the order block just above. Lou, did you check my markup on the Discord? What was that on chart check? What, 2 ball bags? What's that, the ball bag strategy? What actually is that? Oh my god. I'm feeling creative today. What the fuck are these charts, boys? Yo, if you got in any profit today, send your profits into the Discord, boys. Let's see who made some money today. That was the sells yesterday. ALG, nice, dub there. Anyone who got in any trades, boys, send them into the Discord. You take my self-control. Alright, chat. Yeah, I am going to be jumping on the post-London stream with the members. Messi only played pretty much in one team. Yeah, he's just better at football though, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's be honest, yeah. Let's get 8 of our, well, me and 7 of my friends, Messi and then Ronaldo, and we go Power League. Who's the one that everyone's sitting there going, bruv, that kid is unreal? It's Messi. Ronaldo would look fucking the absolute nuts, but Messi, you literally would not be able to tackle him. Even if you slid in, you would not be able to. Even if you tried to just break his leg, you would not be able to touch him. don't get me wrong, Ronaldo would still absolutely rip it up. Like, it'd still be unreal. But I'd back myself if I was playing five-a-side with Ronaldo for like an hour straight, I would back myself to at least go through the back of him. Like, at least bring him down. It would be a foul, obviously. I'm not going to be able to cleanly tackle Ronaldo. But even Messi, I think if I was literally trying to hack him down, I wouldn't be able to touch him. I wouldn't even... It'd somehow get past me. I'd go like chest high, Nigel de Jong style, and still somehow would go round me. I just think Messi's clear, man. But yeah, boys, I'm gonna be going into the post-London stream now, which is what we do every post-London session with our members. CR7 GOAT of every league, Messi is the master of one club. I wouldn't really say that, bro, to be honest. Can't even tackle Messi in FIFA. Yeah, facts. You can't say the GOAT of every league, bro. Messi was better in La Liga than Ronaldo was. Henry was better in the Premier League than Ronaldo was. And Baggio was better in La Liga than Ronaldo was. I mean, Serie A. Like, he's not the GOAT of any of the leagues he played in. Like, the GOAT Serie A player, the GOAT Premier League player, the GOAT La Liga player, none of them are Ronaldo. Messi should have played in the Premier League for us to get a clear comparison. The thing is, though, bro, Messi's actually got more goals against Premier League teams than Ronaldo does. Messi's got more goals against Premier League teams than Ronaldo does, and Ronaldo played in the Premier League for like 3 years. That should say it all. Plus, Messi's won the World Cup, which just ends the debate. Alright, chat. Yeah, I'm going to jump off now, boys. I'm going to be jumping on the live stream in the Mentorship Students. Because of the MH, how's it even possible? Because of the Champions League, bro. Because how much he biblically cooks us all in the Champions League. Or he did cook us all in the Champions League. But yeah, boys, I'm going to be jumping off now. We will be live for the New York session at 12:30. So 12:30, boys. Everyone be there on YouTube. We're going to be rerunning the stream at 12:30. If you're in the mentorship, I'm going to be jumping in the mentorship call right now, and I'll be overviewing what we saw from the London session, how I got my bias, how I executed, why I got in longs, etc, etc. But boys, I do appreciate you all joining. One last thing, boys, just to help you man out, if you are trying to get funded with a prop firm, make sure you go with a reputable firm like Alpha Capital Group. Best prop firm in the game right now. Fucking done that wrong. Alpha Capital Group. They are the best firm in the game right now. Based in the UK as well, so you know they can actually be pretty reliable with payouts. They're not based in some random country halfway across the world. So go to Alpha Capital Group, boys, and use code Richesse at checkout in all caps, and it will get you 15% off your prop firm challenge. Get you 15% off your prop firm challenge. And I'll also send me a screenshot of you using that code, and I will put you into the mentorship or signals for free for 1 week. So make sure you use that code, boys. 15% off your challenges and free week in the mentorship or signals. It's a no-brainer, boys. It's a no fucking brainer. And they're the best firm anyway. So all the Messi fans just love the little dribbles and pace. The neeks. All the Ronaldo fans just love the way he looks. Let's just be real. The reason you're a Ronaldo fan is because you fancy him. Just say that, bro. Just say you fancy Ronaldo. I think all Messi fans look at Messi and think, yeah, he's better. All the Ronaldo fans look at Ronaldo and go, oh, I wish that was me. I wish I was a fucking football player that got all the girls and was 6'2" and fucking good looking and got a good haircut and played for Real Madrid. I wish that was me. All the Messi fans just look at them both and go, well, yeah, Messi just is better at football. But anyway, let's stop talking about fucking Messi Ronaldo. Anyway, boys, appreciate you all tuning in. W stream, appreciate you, boys. Appreciate all the dubs in the chat. Appreciate all of you tuning in, boys. And yeah, big up to everyone who tuned in, man. And I'll catch you in the live at 12:30, boys. If you're watching on TikTok, we're not going to run it on TikTok for New York. We're going to run it only on the YouTube. So go to the YouTube, Richesse FX. Where is it? Down here. Go to the YouTube, Richesse FX, and get in the stream, boys, at 12:30. But I appreciate you tuning in. I'll catch you in the next one, people. Sweet, everyone. Yeah, W stream today, boys. We said it was bullish. It has been bullish. Yeah, done really well to actually win a trade today, which I'm gassed for. That's my third trade of the week. And my second dub of the week. So these are my trades quickly, boys, before I jump off. Sell there, lost. Sell there, won. Buy here, won. So yeah, 66% win rate today. Average RR of basically 2-1, to be honest. I all caught pretty short trades this week. And you can see you can still neck 3%, which is fucking 6k on a 200k account. May I fucking remind you. But yeah, appreciate you all tuning in, boys. And I'll catch you in the post-London stream if you're in the mentorship. Or if you're in the free chat, then I'll catch you on live again at 12:30. Sweet people. I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Keep it real, and I'll see you soon.